Welcome back to part 2 of the summer recap. We have added more faces, so you know Matt, Rachel, and Pat. If you saw the beginning of the other video, if you saw in 2023's version, you would have seen the beautiful Zach, who is now gracing us with her presence in order to amalgamate some to 2024 and 2023.
You bet.
And then we also have a new face, which is Seb as well right here.
Hi.
But what I asked Matt and Rachel and Pat to do is to sort of introduce yourself, introduce your experience with games, and then like sort of frame the list as well in terms of like how many games you've played and why you're going to do a top 10. And Zach, I'll have you go first because you are more familiar because you did the 2023 version.
Absolutely. Hi, Room and Board community. I'm Zach, she, they, and I'm very happy to be here on the channel today. I had the pleasure of working with all of these lovely folks this summer, and I've had the lovely pleasure of working with some of these folks for a couple of years now, which has been absolutely wonderful. I'm here at the beck and call of the devoted fans of Room and Board. One of the first things that Chris said to me with this summer was I unfortunately could not make it into the 2024 video, and I had heard that there were comments from adoring fans wondering where was Zach and why was she not in the video? But fret not, I've arrived, I'm here. I'd also like to address some concerns felt about my cussing. I am a person who swears, and I do believe that while swearing is not of politeness, it doesn't make me a bad person. It just makes me a person who swears. So I'm going to do my best to not bring that shit here. Just so you know. But very happy to be here, and very happy to talk about games. Oh, and then I guess my extension to this.
Frame the list.
Back in 2023, like Mama, I had very little experience with board games. I played like the Monopolies, the common ones, like with family growing up. But as far as the extensive board games, that's where I really leaned on our beautiful friend here to kind of like teach us and show us the ropes. 3 years of playing games has taught me a lot, especially about like what I feel I'm in capacity to do, what kinds of games are my particular vibe and what are not. And we're going to be doing top 10, so I'll be happy to explain all of that shit a little bit later.
And so what we're doing also is we're pulling from 2024 for your list as well.
So I'm doing an amalgamation of the games I played in 2024 and the games I played in 2025, and it's all in a top 10 for you all today.
For the top 10. And then Seb, why don't you tell us about yourself?
Oh no, I'm Seb. They, she. I don't play board games often. In fact, I barely played any until this summer. But I watched a lot of playthroughs on YouTube, and I was interested in playing more. And I saw the amazing collection that you and Pat had, and was like, "Let me get in there." So I played like 10 or something. Was there any other question that you had?
So I think you're at 12. You also love escape games. You design your own escape games for fun.
Yeah.
In terms of your enjoy, you lean towards enjoying games and puzzles in that capacity.
Very much. I have a weird brain that likes to plan games, and I make my friends do them, and they don't like them very much, but it's fun for me.
I would like them very much. I love escape games.
I have found my people now. Is the thing.
That's it, right?
I have done many like escape rooms out of my living room and forced my friends who are not that into it to do it because I like being the puppet master. So.
That is so awesome.
I actually really hate that I was today years old when I was
Yeah.
because I would have liked to
I wanted to do one this summer, but there's no time.
I will be at your home every day.
Well, but yeah, I'm glad to have met more people that like games as well.
Will you lock me inside my home so that every day I have to escape?
Oh my god.
Is that really needed, girl?
No, I'd be super late.
I don't think that that's needed.
So we might see some crossover, we might see some new stuff. I think you had a total of like 13 games on the list that I have, but you're going to give us a top 10 as well.
Nice.
In terms of breaking down. And there might be, we've already sort of discussed some of them, and so we won't sort of rehash that if there is crossover as it comes up. You can just we won't have to say the same things that we said in the last video. So you may not hear as a full much of a chirping in as you might have.
As a full much, just wanted to.
Yeah, as a
that.
full munch. And it's weird. But it's good because we only have 4 people that we're covering. Rachel, you did have to leave, right? That's why.
Oh yeah, no, Zach, Seb locked me in here actually.
Oh, okay.
So-
Good. All right.
I haven't figured out the puzzles yet.
All right, so what we'll do, also just for the sake of flow, is why don't we start with Matt, then we'll go Rachel, Pat, and then Zach and Seb in terms of that as like
Make a circle.
Make a little circle,
Alright.
and then they can our new friends can get into the flow of it. So
Yeah.
we're gonna start with Matt's number 10.
All right, so my number 10 was my number 1 board game last year,
Oh.
which is Distilled. Distilled is a board game where you are a maker of alcohol, and you need to like make it, get the ingredients. It's a resource management game, but it's themed around the other part of my life, which is bartending. And it was the first game we played when I got I arrived. I flew in, and it was maybe 11:30 midnight, and I was like, okay, so what are we playing? And Distilled was the first game that we played. I would still pick it up maybe over some of the games in my top 10, but it's a game where you get to make booze and you get to like age things, and like there's just enough going on.
Hey Matt, are you a bartender?
I am. That is
Do
the
you
other
like cocktails?
I do like cocktails. You can't make cocktails, so if there was an expansion, I would say it would be in a cocktail expansion.
There is a cocktails expansion coming out.
Oh, is there one coming out?
Yeah, it's called Cocktails. Yeah.
Okay, well then we're playing that. Let's check back here next year. We're gonna be playing it. Done deal.
Up the list, girl.
Yeah. No, that's my number 10. Number
Nice.
10.
And yeah, I felt that I had this at number 8 for you on my predictions.
I guess that's
list.
wrong.
So it's wrong, yes.
Yep.
But I knew I thought maybe 9 or 8. I knew it would be in your top 10.
Yeah.
But I also knew. Do you think playing it first and having so many games that came before like impacted it that much?
No, because throughout the summer I changed scores depending on how I felt about other games that were in similar ilk. But like there was nothing that we played that really resource management is one thing, but like there's no other game that really had some of the mechanics that are in that game.
Yeah.
Like specifically the aging mechanic, where it's like again a little bit of randomness. You don't really know what's going to be in the aging of a certain spirit, which is really fun. You don't necessarily have to do it to win the game. I think you probably should, but no, I don't. It really kind of stuck around in the top 10.
Nice.
The
So
entire summer.
it's just you played a bunch of really great games in addition to Distilled.
Exactly.
Cool.
Nice.
Work.
Rachel, what's your number 10?
Number 10 is Sheriff of Nottingham.
What? It's that low?
Well, you don't know what
That's
else
pretty
is up
high.
there?
No, but
I
Yeah.
had it
Yeah.
at 12 for Rachel was my guess.
wow,
So
wrong.
I don't usually like lying games, but this one I liked because it was like you weren't lying about the same thing. It was like you switched it up. So I was able to find strategy in this. I had a migraine when I played this game, which maybe made it me even better at the game because I was just like, it doesn't matter, and I am very much in pain. Let's play
Not
this
you
game.
in pain doing better.
Oh yeah, it happens in shows too. If I have a migraine, I have a great show, even though I feel
Oh
terrible.
my god.
I know. But I really enjoyed it. I was able to I was like, oh, I see a strategy to like, people think I am lying when I do this. So there's kind of like a very much like reverse psychology and then the reverse psychology again. Like kind of like, oh, now if I tell the truth, people will think I'm lying. Or now so it was very fun. I like the theming of it. I like the little bags and you put your little things in and like be like, oh, here's my bag, and then like that whether they open it or don't, and like you can bribe them. I never got into the bribing, but I liked the playing on like what people would think if I was lying or not, and like just like reversing that. Yeah.
I think instead of having a little cartoon thing to show that you're the Sheriff of Nottingham, you should have a mustache.
Ooh.
Yeah. Or should you have a full
And then
clown suit?
No,
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
a hat. Do they give
Okay,
hats
but-
out in board games? If you got one, like maybe
little
Pat's
paper
big.
hat.
A hat.
No, a little poofy hat.
Yeah.
Shower cap.
Right
It's
there.
not fair. I didn't play this game because I was too tired. I had to go home. But
Oh,
I'm playing the sheriff. of
Yeah,
Nottingham, and I
Pat is
forgot
playing
to
the
play.
Sheriff of Nottingham and Robin
Sure, a hat, but I don't think we're all going to want to share a mustache.
I'd be happy to share a chipmunk costume.
Yeah, something.
Did they know that we did Robin Hood this?
Special
I don't think we ever framed that.
No.
Yeah, so we're doing Robin Hood as a musical, and so Matt's playing Robin Hood. We're all playing different characters, but Pat is playing the Sheriff of Nottingham. And that's why Pat was like, "Well, we got to play the game.
Yeah.
Bring the game, Sheriff of Nottingham." But you never played it.
I never.
Yeah.
played
You
it.
really never played
didn't
it?
get to play it.
Oh,
No.
Did
that's
we only
too
play that
bad.
one night?
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
it's number 10 on Rachel's list.
Yeah, it was just so fun.
Yeah, it's a great
It's like
game.
it's just like it brought you in the little world. That's your little like. There's your sheriff. But yeah, it would have been fun to have something to signify the sheriff. So it would have felt
little
a
more than the
official.
little
Yeah.
little stick figure thing.
A little more official.
You
Maybe
could have
get
a
them-
house rule version of that. You
Oh,
just
yeah.
get a
Yeah.
little mustache.
You get like this raised chair and you get fanned. And
Oh yeah.
Somebody feeds you grapes.
That's
Yeah,
right.
it'd be great.
It's a day affair.
That's right. Yeah.
Pat?
Okay. My number 10?
Number 10.
Okay, we're talking number 10. It's Avalon. So 2 years ago, this was my number 1. And I know we only played it like a couple times this summer, but
I
like,
didn't play it once this summer.
Yeah.
I just find it. I just I can go away from it, come back to it. I just think it is the ultimate version of that type of game, and I appreciate what it is. And it doesn't need to be anything more than that to me. I've heard Blood on the Clock Tower is great. I have not played it, and
Avalon's
I
better.
think Avalon is just like that's just where I am comfortable there, and I love it. And when people are really bought into it, it is like
yeah.
the emergent game within the game, and like the looking at somebody and trying to figure out if they're actually evil or not is still so satisfying when you guess it right, and so heartbreaking when you get it wrong.
Yeah.
And like just being next to somebody and like the little like every bit of your banter, is kind of a part of the game.
Yeah.
Even if you're talking about something else, you're just trying to look at it.
I
and see
will
if
also
they're real.
say that approaching that game as actors is
Yeah.
like so invigorating because like obviously like we have this element of performance to our lives, so I love playing Avalon with this group because people get really activated and really intense,
yeah.
and because of like the friendships here, like it makes that game even more fraught with tension, and I live for that.
Yeah, we hope that we aren't friends by the end of it.
Yeah, the tension is the best part.
There should be blood. There should be blood.
Oh, okay. I've been playing this wrong. I'll bring a
There
knife.
should be
Yeah.
blood.
Yes, there you go. So that was my
Nice.
number 10.
So since I guess I'm starting off my list for the
Yeah,
first
yeah.
time, I want to offer that like I'm categorizing my list in the sense of like games I really enjoyed, obviously, but also like again going back to what I said earlier, like the different types of games and learning like what's my vibe and what is
Yeah.
not. So my number 10 and my number 9 are games that I call like rainy day cottage games, where they're like easy enough that you can pick them up and put them down really easily. It's like a good container of simple rules and like very easy to follow. So with that being said, Codenames Deep Underwater is my 10. It's again
Deep
very-
underwater?
Deep underwater.
But it could be. It could be.
Wait, what? Deep undercover?
It's
I
just
hadn't
aquatic
played it.
theme.
Like,
Yeah,
it's
just yep.
I mean,
That's-
I'm
that's
well
the
now
dirty
that
Codenames.
now that my
Oh.
brain went to say that there should be an aquatic version of Codenames.
There probably is.
So there
something
you
like
go. People who make that game, make another one.
Yeah.
But all this to say, like, it's a great game. It's
Yeah.
super easy. Not particularly the most memorable, just because to me it's like you pick it up, put it down. It's
Yeah.
one of those like easy
Yeah.
throwaway games, and
Yeah.
that's why it's at my number 10.
It was
It's-
all kind of bomb.
yeah, it's
of
it's
this.
fun,
Yeah.
but it's not
Didn't even
like
make my list.
something that I'm gonna be like, ooh, Codenames, let's play. It's like I'm bored. Oh, that's
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Now,
This
code
exists.
names
It's okay.
pictures.
Same thing, Rachel. Same thing.
No, it's not
Same
the same.
thing.
Code
Yeah.
names
Yeah,
pictures is
a
different.
solid 10, you know.
Yeah, that's just the bottom of the list. It's not memorable. like
Zach,
others
have you
to
ever
others.
played Codenames Pictures?
No.
Ah, well, that might change your opinion. Onwards.
Pictures.
I like it better. Just
All right, Seb, what's bottom of your barrel?
It would have been lower, but I wanted to include it just because I heard it spoken about so much in the last little chunk of this video. Coup is my number 10.
Oh, okay.
But it would have been lower.
It would have been lower.
Cool.
It would have not made the list at
Wow,
all.
everybody hates Coup.
Yeah, we
I
hate
don't
Coup.
like
Yes.
We play it.
lying games.
Dang.
Yeah, same.
I'm a bad liar,
Yep.
and I struggle to find the strategy in them.
Yeah.
I did enjoy being a little shit disturber every time we played it. And that is sort of where I gleaned most of my enjoyment from. Never once really had any kind of strategy, so it's just...
But didn't you win a couple of times
Oh,
with
yeah.
the?
I think, well, because Sia and I just
Yeah.
decided to...
Formed an alliance.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that was mostly out of spite. Like,
Yeah,
it was just
yeah.
like, why don't we do this for fun?
Yep.
So that day that I screamed, let's play Dutch Blitz, and y'all played Clue, half of you could have played Dutch Blitz with me, but instead I sat in the stink that everyone was playing Clue, and I was just...
Coup.
I was
Coup.
Sorry, Coup.
Wait, never
Clue.
mind.
Why did I say Clue? Sorry, go ahead.
It was just, everyone was playing games at lunch, and I hadn't played a game yet, and I was
Yeah,
like,
okay.
I want to be in the squad, so I guess this is the game that we're playing. And then
Yeah.
I didn't want to be like, I don't it because I hadn't quite like
Sussed out the
sorted
group.
out the vibe.
Right. Where I was like, I don't want to play.
Well,
and I left.
you now know that nobody really liked
Yeah,
that game.
There you go.
Like-
I will not be playing it again.
Wow.
And yet
Well, stop suggesting
I no, but yeah, and yet I guarantee
Amaka! I'll play it with you still,
Oh,
Amaka.
did they really like that?
Okay, number one.
Oh, yes,
Well,
Chris?
so Amaka and I,
Yes?
when we did our
Number one, Mama.
Actually, I hate it too.
Amaka, no! When we were on tour, we played it like literally every lunch.
Oh,
so
that's
we
crazy.
did it. Yeah. We played like hundreds.
Got you.
too much.
All right, number 10. On to number 9. On to number 9.
Number 9, it's a game that I think only Chris and I played this summer, right? Maybe.
What
Yeah,
game?
yeah.
It's
I had
called.
a 12
It's
for you.
well, that's wrong. It's number 9, and it is
You're being
Spirit Island.
Spirit Island.
Spirit Island is a cooperative game where you play the gods of an island where there are people coming in to invade on the island.
to colonize.
So they're coming to colonize the island, and you as a god are trying to scare them or help the native people of the
Giving me
land.
tempest.
And basically, you play different gods, but you're working together with the other gods of the island to get rid of the settlers.
I wanna
So
try
it's
this.
it's a really, and it's a great 2-person, 3, 4. I can understand it being more complicated the more player count, because like Chris and I had 2 gods that we randomly selected that like worked really well together. Like I had a lot of like boom power and he had a lot of movement abilities. So we were able to like get people into a spot and then like scare them with lightning or like whatever. But like if you have gods that do other things and now we have to, it's like we played it in an hour and a half.
Yeah, I think.
Whereas we were communicating a lot. So imagine having 4 people where you're like having to figure out, okay, how are we going to play this turn? So I can see it being a longer play with more people.
Yeah.
But like I enjoyed the theming. I liked scaring people and being shitty to them. It was a really great time.
it's great to
I got to
murder
be a god,
colonizers, you know?
god of lightning and
Spirit.
thunder.
Thematically, I think one of the best games ever.
Oh,
Like, theme
it's-
and gameplay. Like
It was,
Down with colonization.
Yeah.
It
It was-
work game.
but it
One
was.
thing about that game that I find is that like often the person who knows the game best is gonna just be like telling people
Railroad.
what to do and be like, this is what we have to do and stuff. And
I mean-
I
play-
disagree.
play-
Yeah, I mean, like, I guess you can have, but that's in any co-op. You can have alpha gamers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I find with Spirit Island, there's so much going on that like Matt and I would just be like, I was like, hey Matt, can you take care of these sections? And Matt would be like, yep. I'm like, great, I can take care of these sections. Great. And we didn't have to talk about how we were
How
going to do
to
it.
do it, yeah.
And then we just kind of showed each other, okay, now I use my cool power to as this spirit to take out.
And it's
this
like,
one.
oh, do you need this power that I can give you, or can I use it for my turn?
Yeah. And
Like,
I'm
there's-
I could, if you can make me go fast this time, then I can do this. If not, then I'll have to do something else. So it was like that, more of that communication,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
which is why I don't really like playing it more than 2, because you have so much going on the board. It's like so hard to keep track of things.
Yeah.
But I would like to try it with
Yeah,
4, just to
yeah.
see what it's like to be like, okay, cool, we're 4 gods and we're gonna go do our thing. Anyways,
Spirits technically, but yeah.
no gods.
No, God.
Sorry, we're gonna change the title to God Island.
Why not?
Yeah.
The expansion coming out soon.
Expansion.
All right,
I
that's
didn't
Alright,
play
next,
any
number 9.
cooperative games this summer, and I love cooperative games. So
Oh,
I
wow.
feel like I would really like that one.
Yeah,
still got time.
Number 9?
Number
Yep.
9.
Revive.
Nice.
Still
Yeah.
too low.
No, what? Too low? Oh, you had it up further.
I'm further up.
Yeah, I liked Revive. It was like a more, like there was a lot of things, but they were, they all made sense to me. I really like going and exploring and like flipping over the tiles and like you can see what bonuses you're gonna get, but then there's also a surprise of like how you can affect
Yep.
what you like your, what are they? Your buildings and stuff. Next to it, it's very tactile. Like you can like move along this track here, and you got the little lightning bolts, and I don't know. There's just like so many parts of it, but it wasn't like overwhelming. Like halfway through, I was like, okay, I know what my strategy is going to be in this, and I'm very content and satisfied. Like there was like the whole way through, I was like satisfied with like being able to, do different things and understand. And have, I don't know, what am I saying? Have strategy, but also have surprises.
I think
and, like,
what was helpful with Revive versus like How to Save a World for you, like we were talking about this,
Yes.
is that there's only like the actions themselves are simple and straightforward. There's a
Yes.
lot of choices of when to use the actions, but the actions themselves are more streamlined.
Yeah.
And even with all the different tech abilities, they're
Yes.
fine. You get them when you get them. Even with all the different abilities on your cards, you
Yeah.
have them in your hand, and they're not like too much of a variation.
Yes.
But it's a streamlined, like really. It just all clicks together in a really
Yeah.
well.
So when I did something, I understood what I was doing. There was different things, but I could just like try them all in different times and like understand what I wanted to do with
Yeah.
them. Then once
Yeah.
I had tried them all.
Nice.
Yeah.
I had that at 6 for you, so still a loss.
Still wrong. I hope
really
you're.
wrong.
Yeah, I hope you're
I got
counting
3
at
Rachel's
home.
exactly.
I just.
Under 20?
I'm sure you.
got 3.
Yeah, but
No, three.
I feel
Three
really
out
proud of it.
of 30 or something.
You
That was
did.
3 under 20.
2 of them I have expressed extreme dislike for
Yeah.
from the beginning.
Those were called
So-
gimmies. Yeah, those were freebies.
Yeah, those ones like I basically told you, hey, these are my least favorite
Well,
things,
we'll see if
and
I
you
get your
said,
number one.
oh, these are.
Yeah,
your
you know what?
least
If you get the
favorite
number
things.
ones, I'll give it to you. If you get the number ones, you were correct on all
Yeah.
of them.
All right.
Awesome.
All right, Pat, what's your number 9?
It's Cosmic Encounter.
Oh,
we,
that's
we
pretty
talked
long.
about Cosmic Encounter in the last video, so I won't belabor it. But like, I just thought the different abilities of the different aliens were so satisfying to see how okay, if you and I allied together,
Yeah.
then there could be something really interesting here with like, or if you and I are in combat together, like what's my ability going to be like if you can just draw random
Yeah.
cards? I had a guy that could just draw cards and like sacrifice ships to the breach to get cards and stuff. And I was like, that is, at first I was like, whatever. And then I was like, oh, cards are really important. So I'm just really interested in all the game breaking ways that you can kind of change the game. And it felt like, this game was really well thought out. And like, even when something breaks the game, like, oh, that's a very interesting way that the game could be played, that it would never be played that way again, because these 4 will never be drawn in the same configuration again. I appreciate that. I can definitely see that if you get to know the game enough, then you'll be like, oh, well, that one's better than that one, so you're definitely going to win, and all that stuff. But I appreciated the game. It was really fun.
The combination of abilities, and especially the surprise when you forget the other person's ability and how you're going to be crushed by it,
Yeah.
is very enjoyable.
How you're gonna be crushed by it.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I forgot you had that. I'm dead.
Oh, I am dead. Yeah.
And then, of course, when everybody's at 4 and people are like, oh, okay, or when someone's at 4 and they're like, oh, no, you can't let that guy win. He's at 4, so you got to like try to cut him down in some way. And then you just basically, at a certain point, it's kind of like the luck of, oh, you got rid of that good card there, so now I'm gonna win because you had a bad card to start.
So that's your number 9. I had it at 11, so still wrong.
Wrong. Again.
Wrong. Yes, Zach's on the train. Zach's on the train.
I knew that Zach would jump onto that very
You
quickly.
fucking bet I'm gonna jump on that train.
Wrong.
You fucking bet.
Well,
Sorry,
Zach-
swears in the phone.
Zach, what's your number 9? Bottom
Well,
of the barrel.
keeping in my theme of rainy day cottage
Rainy day
games,
cottage.
Coup.
Yeah.
That game is at number 9.
Very good.
I won't belabor it. Like Pat said, it's been discussed, and I agree with a lot of what you had to say. And I apologize, AMAKA. It's
AMAKA!
No, AMAKA said they didn't like it. I just
no.
okay. So then why was it your number 1?
See? I said I didn't like
AMAKA, you have some splaining to do. Anyways, the only thing that I'll add about Coup, the thing that I appreciate about it is like that was like one of the first games that I was introduced to in my time here, and it's our rehearsal game, right? Where you have an hour lunch break, and it's a very easy one to pick up and put down. So
Yeah.
I appreciate the speed at which it moves and the drive that it has.
Yeah.
So I love that. I also am a huge fan of deception and lying games because I am an excellent liar. If I don't want you to know something, you will never know. And I always appreciate those kinds of games where I have to pull at people's legs and lie in their faces because I'm typically very good at them. But it's just pick up, put it down.
Yeah.
Whenever it's there, it's like, oh, I guess sure. Like
Yeah, that's fair.
that's that on Coup.
I will throw it away. But instead
give
I
it to
threw
me.
it into Chris George's
I'm very
lap
happy
and
because
regretted
my
it
copy was...
because I should have burned it instead.
Well, we were playing Pat's version. I didn't bring my copy because I knew Pat had a copy.
Right?
Don't you have like a
forgot.
weird version that's like a bunch of actors on
Well, it's me and AMAKA.
Oh, yeah,
That was
yeah.
our closing gift. We have a
It's
version
cute.
where it's AMAKA.
That's
It
pretty
is
cute.
cute. It is cute.
All right, Seb, what's your number 9?
Meeple Circus.
Yay! Meeple Circus!
It's like it was a lot of fun, and I really liked playing the circus music while we were doing
Oh
it.
yeah, we did that too.
It felt like too simple of a game to put higher up.
Sure.
I liked how tactile it was.
Oh,
It was
so
a good
fun.
45 minutes.
Yeah.
It was fun, but it was quite simple, so it's just not that high up. But it was great. I would play it again.
So how do you feel about it being played with old people
Oh,
and
wow.
a clown?
Okay. Let's just. This is from the previous video. We don't need to talk about it. We don't need to talk about it in this video. I think it'd be really fun to see old people play it because I think they would enjoy it. And I would enjoy watching them play it. That's all I'm saying.
On Zach's face in there.
What face?
Okay, we don't need to talk about it anymore. Okay, go back to part 1 if you want.
Post-filming, you have some explaining to
Timestamp
do.
here. There.
I'm out of the loop on this. I want the tea.
It's all good. You have to watch part 1.
It was just a
No, we don't have to talk about
a
it.
scenario that got out of hand.
Yeah.
Matt, what's your number 8?
Yeah,
Seb, do you have anything else to say about Meeple Circus?
Nope.
Okay, great.
And Seb won.
All right, well, it's going to be a quick one. My number 8 is Revive. It didn't get any higher because I think it's quite an ugly game. I don't think it's interesting to look at all. I think it's primary colors on a board and
Dog's breakfast.
yeah, it's really ugly to look at, and you have to play this game for upwards of 3 hours.
4 or 5 days. If you're
4 or
waiting
5 days for on Pat Jeffrey.
Had to move his entire life from one house to
Yeah,
another.
okay, what's more important, moving or playing a board game?
Yeah,
I think you all know the
where
answer.
more people were waiting for you than your house and
Primary
That's true,
colors
yeah.
on a
More
what?
on a board. It was just yellow,
who's
green, and
Charisse?
blue.
Huh?
There was
Who's
nothing
Charisse?
interesting to
Green
look
is not
at.
Yes, there
primary
was.
color.
Well, green is a primary color in my life, so
It was green, gray, and yellow.
yeah. Well, I remember there being
Primary colors
I
are
remember there
all
being blue in there, and anyways, I remember it being not fun to look at and ugly, and but it's still cracked. To be fair, it still cracked my top 10.
Yeah.
It's still a good game. I would play it again.
Yeah, that's true.
I would like it to get a facelift, and maybe is there a deluxe version of Revive?
No.
There should be a deluxe version of Revive.
That's
was-
so shocking to me that you, Pat, hated the design so much.
That wasn't the design. It was, look, if I'm gonna play a board game upwards of 4 hours of my life, give me something pretty to look at.
That's
Give me
when
some
the box art is ugly. I
Like-
don't even like the it's like a flower. Like flower.
like
That's not the
Everdell.
game.
Everdell's
You
got
get
this.
crazy alien skull.
Everdell's got this beautiful tree that I get to like put things on,
You're
and I'm like,
coming
I'm
out
not.
from
There's
the-
just
It is nothing
better
with
games
Revival, man. I
with
can't
better
see Revival.
feeling.
I like that you
Revival.
pitch an expansion or a deluxe version after every review that you get.
Yeah, I mean, I just
Like,
want
this is
all of
how
his-
you can make it better for me.
Me,
personally.
yeah, yeah,
It's more
You're speaking
expensive.
to my
Yeah,
audience.
yeah,
You're
yeah.
speaking to my audience.
It's way more expensive.
Is everybody like deluxe
No, they
version?
love it.
I was gonna say, I think Matt's gonna start board and room after
Yeah.
this.
Ah!
Board and room.
Board
And
and
also, y'all, heaven forbid that Pat has a beautiful new chapter in his life of moving into a house because
Yes.
it interrupts a board.
Yes, heaven forbid.
Yeah, he should have moved in 2 days
Heaven
later.
forbid.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got nothing left to say about Revive. That's it. That's
why
my
it
I'm
might
very
be number
surprised. Could it be that the style of it just wasn't to
gonna
your
stop
taste?
saying
No, I like it.
The
I'm-
look of
Create
it?
a
Well,
romance.
I will say that like I didn't like the look of it. I also didn't like that like I couldn't necessarily hurt anybody in the game. Like I had no way of
That's fair.
affecting
Yeah,
anything that anyone
that's
did.
fair.
I had my own board and I couldn't really screw with anybody unless I like picked up a skull that I knew someone was going, an alien skull that someone was going after. But otherwise I was like, cool, I'm stuck on my board, you're stuck on your board, and we're not going to interact.
I love it. Matt can't make people suffer.
that's-
Ew.
No.
It's
Yeah.
that game.
That game?
I think it's really interesting because like it reminded me a lot of Terra Mystica, and you didn't like
Like
Terra
Terra
Mystica
Mystica.
at all. It was like the bottom of your list.
Yeah, absolutely.
And,
But the
you said
Revive
it was
had-
thematically not interesting to me.
Revive-
I just think Revive had a mess of a theme, just a mess.
Better than Terra
It
Mystica.
had a bunch of things stapled together.
I'll take
like,
space.
oh,
I'll take
here,
space
Shifty.
over building buildings. I'll take space like every day.
I mean, you were building buildings.
Barely in space.
But it's true.
Some
We're
weird,
barely in
like,
space.
steam
What do you mean barely? Space is space. There's no barely in space. We're in space.
Well, we're on a planet.
Yeah, in space. All right,
All right,
right.
Rachel, number 8.
All right, everything's in space then.
We're on the
Not the hard pivot. The hard pivot.
Space stuff.
Go on, wait.
I almost missed it because I was like, okay, we're moving on. Yeah, it's
The
space.
hard
That's,
segue.
yeah, that's classic Matt LaCal right
Oh,
there.
it's space.
Okay.
Number 8.
Number 8. Interested to see where you placed this one for me.
Mm-hmm.
Was Rising Sun.
I placed that one 13 for you.
Oh, okay.
Wrong
I
again.
thought it would be.
Wrong again.
I thought
Yeah.
it would be a little higher.
Hit it with the
Yeah.
newspapers.
Wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it would be. I didn't think it would be super though, but you also did very well in Rising Sun.
Yeah, I mean, like this would be my second time playing it. It had kind of been too long between playing it, so it was like I felt like I was a bit relearning. But I really
You
like
played
it.
it 2 years ago. Was
Yeah,
when
and I
it
think
was.
when I played it 2 years ago, I probably would have put it at number 1 that year. because I was like, oh wow, this is like owning Cosmic Encounters. I was like, this is Cosmic Encounters but better and differently themed. Yeah, but it ended up at number 8. I still really like it. I like that there's like alliances and there's lots of like different combinations and like things you can do.
I'm glad that it's so high up. I love Rising Sun, right?
Yeah. I like it. There's something about and it might just be because I felt like I was relearning again.
Yeah.
But I had played it before. Just like I feel like maybe another play I would feel better probably.
Yeah.
Because like it has complexity that like my brain took a bit once again to like relearn of like what the what are the like
the mandates, like the actions you can take, or the kami, the gods.
What?
Well, sorry, continue. I was trying to anticipate.
See, and then the words like kami, like
those were the gods.
I think
up
you're
top
talking
that you
about a
sent
communist.
You sent your priests to.
And every time you'd say that in the game, I thought that too. I was like, what are we talking about?
No, it's KAMI is how it's spelled.
Oh, okay, very good. Yeah, there's just some complexity that like that my brain would trip over sometimes. But I still really liked it.
You had one of the best, my favorite Dragonfly plays.
Yeah, I had a good time
ever.
playing with that one.
That like Rachel played a martial mandate when one was already gone as Dragonfly, knowing full well that they were the only people who were then, because there were no recruits out, and so then Rachel had such a huge like strategic like could summon into
fucked up
everywhere.
everybody else for that turn.
Yeah.
Which is
Big
great
swing.
for you,
Really great.
horrible
Big
for me,
Big
but great
swing.
for you.
Yeah.
See, second playthrough, I like to be a little more evil, but not enough because I felt like I was semi-relearning it, so I couldn't fully be, I know.
Yeah, that's
I
it.
couldn't fully mess with it.
No one. It was a very, very kind game of Rising Sun.
I know, it was too kind.
Too kind.
I would like
in
to
my
play
opinion.
it again
Yeah.
to be not kind.
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I thought I had it lower on Matt's list because I knew it was too kind.
Yeah, it was too kind.
It is
I agree.
What's your number 8?
Oh, sorry. My number 8. Just first of all, I think about Rising Sun. I didn't get to play.
Yeah, didn't get to
but
play
there
this
was. But I do think if Cosmic Encounter had like a board like Rising Sun does, because Rising Sun also has those like profoundly different player powers that all like profoundly change the game for different people. And that's the thing about Cosmic Encounter that I really loved. I think Cosmic Encounter would be like so high up on my list if it had like a map that you could actually use to like ally with people and actually use.
Yeah.
You know, in terms of like allyship.
It sounds like you want a
Let me use
deluxe.
let me use my
Deluxe.
power with
It
your
sounds like
power
you
and
want a
there we go.
deluxe version
I
of
will
Cosmic.
just,
That's all I'm
I just
saying.
feel like that plus
Just give me
Rising Sun, like
fundamentally
being able to
change the
use your
game.
powers to help other people
Spend
and away
money.
you go
That's what I want.
would actually make it like top
Yeah.
of all time for me, but it's not. Okay, my number 8 is Distilled. I just like making liquor, and really easy to wrap your head around, and thematically it just works so well. And I just love that you put all that stuff in your hopper or whatever. You put it all in your distiller, and then you just shuffle those cards and all the alcohol, and you just hope that you get the ingredients that you want to make cachaça or to make whatever. And it's fun, and it just makes me want to drink and
Glug, glug,
and
glug.
have a good time with my friends. And really
Glug, glug,
Glug,
glug.
glug,
glug,
bitch.
glug.
Maybe that'll be the next expansion.
The glug glug.
Yeah!
So
The
that's
Zach
my number
extension.
8. That's my
All
number.
right, number 8.
Nice. I had that at 10.
Okay, yeah.
Wrong.
Pretty close.
Wrong again. When will you get it right?
Never.
Who knows?
I don't think he gets one. I put my money on
How
Chris
many
George
have you
never
gotten
getting
right
one.
so far?
Quite a few.
The
No.
ones that I told you.
3. He's gotten 3
I feel
right.
pretty good about it.
He's gotten 3 right.
It's
Of
just
20?
for fun. I
Out
don't know
of-
why you
out
all
of-
have to shout at me about
There's
it.
like
Oh,
we've
yeah.
each had top 20,
It's just for
so
fun.
no.
This is not a game.
There's gonna
It's
be
It's
a
not a game to us.
I see
You've
it.
won too many games
I feel
this
the
summer.
resentment brewing. All right, Zach, what's your number
This
8?
is just an opportunity to say you're wrong. So I like
What is your number 8, Rococo?
because you peeked
No.
at my little card here.
No,
Is that
no.
why you do that? Yes, my number 8 is
Baby!
I would like to explain, and I would like to state my case.
It was a very long 5-player game.
So it's funny that you should
Rococo
mention
for me.
that.
Where was
So
Rococo?
number 8 and number 7 on my list are things that I have learned through my 3 years of experience playing video games, playing board games.
Don't mention video games on this channel. Shh.
Mario Party!
Okay, so just Something that I have learned fiercely about myself as somebody with undiagnosed ADHD is that if a game is over 2 hours, Zach does not want to play.
Yep.
Zach does not want to be included. Get that game far away from me. Far the fuck away. Sorry, I'm impassioned about this. So what I want to say about Rococo is the beautiful things. One, it is a beautifully aesthetic game. Like so aesthetically beautiful. Like the premise of making dresses, like the way that the game looked, the mechanics of the game. It's beautiful, it's wonderful, and like I loved that piece of it. Also, this was a game we played in 2024. And then also to like add to the ambiance, we had like Renaissance music playing in the background. So like from a full experience, like we were set up for success. I've learned that I do not like games that extend 2 hours. They are just not for me. I just, my brain goes to mush. It's farts and burps in here, and I just like need to get out. Like I'm like, I need to leave. And then the other thing I will say is, while I appreciate those games that have so many moving pieces and so many different decisions you can make, I find that to be very overwhelming, especially when you're learning a game for the first time and like you don't know what you're doing, and yet here I am on my turn and I have like 5 different directions I can go. I'm realizing that I need something a little bit more simplistic than that. So like I can appreciate that it is a beautiful game and it has a wonderful, wonderful structure, but those big, huge mind games and strategy games with so many different directions you can go in, firmly not for me. And I've gotten in the habit actually since then of basically saying, so what game are we playing today? How long is it? It's over 2 hours. Have a wonderful time. Have a wonderful time. Zach will not be there. So that's like just my tea. But it is a beautiful game, and I know that it has its audience and it deserves it. Zach's not the audience, bitch.
Honestly, that one was it was a long. It
was
took
like
a long
over
time.
4 hours.
It took too long to play. That definitely.
It was a long game.
Yeah, it definitely took too long.
But I enjoyed every second of it.
Also, another thing that added to my experience of that is like, even though I'm learning a game for the first time, I'm also a perpetual perfectionist. So like, I get very competitive, and I'm not mad that you are winning. I'm pissed that I'm losing.
Right.
So when I am doing horrible
making mistakes,
on top of being overwhelmed and confused, like mama, I clock out. I gotta clock out. Like it's just not for me. So that's Rococo in my experience. And also great name. Rococo. Like so many different ways you can say it.
So many different ways. You can say it Rococo, or you can say
Rococo,
you can say it however you want.
Whatever way you want.
Seb, what's your number 8?
My number 8 is... Okay. Woo! My number 8 is Wavelength.
Okay.
I feel like the time that we played it, it was like on a Sunday night.
Yeah.
And it was end of the week,
Yeah,
and it was the second game that we played that evening,
And everyone's brains were so
it was
fucking
I think the circumstances under which we played the game were not ideal, but it had been one that I wanted to play for a long time because I had seen it played on YouTube before and was like, this seems like it's cool, and I prefer those kind of party games. And it was fun. I just think it would have been higher if the vibes had been correct, but they were not.
Oh yeah, Pat got really competitive for no reason.
No, it wasn't just Pat. I also was
that's
on a
funny.
team with Pat, and we were very determined to win.
That's
and when
funny.
we did. So
I guess you're right. We just
eat
totally.
stop.
I just really want to win that Wavelength game.
It wasn't even
Oh
fair.
man.
We
We
didn't
smoked them, and I'm so sorry about it. I'm so sorry about
That's
it.
fair. Do you have anything else to add about Wavelength, son?
No.
All right.
Great.
Fair enough.
I'll talk about
Matt,
it
number
later.
7.
Yeah, my number seven. My number seven was a game I expected to be a lot higher this summer, but it dropped because I played a lot of better games. Is Rising Sun. I think last year it was my number 2 game last summer, and I think it has to do with what Zach just mentioned. Was we played a game and it was a long. I don't know. We played it for
4 hours.
4 hours, and
I remember how
and
long
I
it
think
was.
you need to be in a group of people that like Rising Sun's one of those games where it's going to take a long time.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things going on, and it only gets better the more alliance backstabbing you do.
Yeah.
And I think we played with a group of people who were very nice. Some people who, after 2 hours, self-admittedly, started clocking out. So I think it became one of these things where it was like, oh, this game is morphing in a way that like
Not me being red.
well, you just said it.
Oh, we
It
got
just-
rushed at the end.
We
too.
did get rushed at the end, so I feel like you need to be in a place where it's like, okay, we're all gonna make a truce. What happens in the game stays in the
Yeah,
game.
yeah.
We don't hate each other. Let's backstab each. Well, apparently, it could get.
What happened?
No, not this time. Nothing happened this
No,
time.
yeah.
But like Zach was betrayed by Pat 2 years ago, and Zach has brought it up every year I've known her.
Can never forget.
And I will never forget.
So it's
I will
like-
forgive. I will never forget.
So it happens. So I think I would play it again, and I would just
Yeah.
make sure we don't have a time limit in
Yes.
terms of like, okay, we have nowhere to be for the day.
Yeah.
Okay, we're all gonna maybe have a drink and some food, and it's gonna be like a day, like a whole day thing.
Yeah.
I would love
Yeah,
that.
same.
That's not the circumstance we played in.
And then
so,
I will backstab you because
Yes.
I was too nice and I was like relearning stuff. And
No, so was I. I hadn't played it since last year.
I'm nice
so,
when I'm
We
relearning.
were
Anyways.
all in a state of relearning.
Yeah.
Because
So
I plan to lose, so.
no, but
I bullied everyone pretty hard. No.
Oh yeah, and then Chris.
You did?
No, you didn't pull it. Whoa. Let me put the record straight. Come here. Come here.
Oh,
Come here.
no.
Let me talk to you here. So Chris George, okay, right off the top, forget bullying everybody. He bullied one person. His name was Matt Laka. Okay, right away I was the villain. I couldn't do anything, couldn't talk to anybody, because suddenly everybody trusted Chris. Oh, Chris, what should I do? Oh, Chris, it's my turn. I don't know what to do. What should I do? What do you think Chris George is gonna say? He's gonna say things that benefit him and don't benefit me. That is the end of the story of Rising Sun.
Benefit the other player, which
Lies.
just happened to be.
Lies.
What? Yeah, but it was colored with what would benefit you.
That's right.
I
Thank you,
expressed
Rachel.
what would
Thank
benefit
you,
me
Rachel.
At the same time,
And
said,
I
this is
wasn't
why I
aware.
think It is good.
She wasn't aware. No, that's it's a really terrible thing, Chris George. did.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
In Rising
No,
Sun,
this
I mean,
game-
it's true. In Rising
this is
Sun,
a
I don't
dirty
have to
game.
not
From
tell
Chris
you
George.
the optimal move.
Yeah.
Because I know I'm going to win regardless.
Yeah.
No.
well,
So
Look at that.
I would
Okay.
never
Caught
worry
on
about.
candid camera. Caught on. Roll it back. Roll it back the tape.
But I did feel bad about that game because I felt
Oh.
I was a bit too hard on Matt.
Oh no, it was fine. I could take it. We're still, and I will always remember it.
I put this at number 17 for you. That's how you hated it so
No. It's still a very good game. I love the mechanics of the game. I love the gambling aspect of the game at the end. I love the mechanics of this game. I will play this.
too.
I've been asking Chris, like, are we going to play a second game of Rising Sun? If somebody drops out, I want back in. Like, I love this
Yeah.
game. I just think you need to play it in a certain constraints
Yeah.
and environment. And it's not even the people. I think anybody can play this game. I just think you can't be rushed. You have to be
Yes.
okay with
Yes.
hurting each other and
And I will
backstabbing.
know
Yeah.
better my own game to be able to play. I needed the help.
And that's fine.
You got 61
You got
points
very.
to get second.
Oh, and Chris got his best all-time high score
I did.
in this game.
Woohoo.
Yeah,
I did. That's
so,
why I
But here's
felt
the
bad.
thing, though. Here's the thing. Playing something like this, I just discount Chris's win, and it's me against everyone else.
Yeah,
Because I'm
Rachel
like-
killed it. Rachel
no shit.
crushed
Rachel did
it.
very good.
Because I needed the help, and I know you're gonna win because you know the game and I don't.
Mm-hmm.
So
But that is
Anyway,
my number.
7?
That was my number 7.
Yeah. All right, Rachel, what's your 7?
number 7. Oh, my list. Number 7. Scram.
Scram!
Oh, nice.
Get out of here!
Yeah, I like it.
I've never played
It had like enough like strategy. It was a team game.
Yeah,
I like the team game, but you
Yes.
can't communicate. I like the card game.
That's why I like Rachel more than you.
Yeah, I can see why. Scram, I was
Wait,
20 on Scram.
do?
Scram.
Oh, of
course you
wait, no, we can't.
We're supposed to say our favorites at the end of the video, and the fans demanded I'm here, so you all lose.
Yeah, it's like the design is cute, but it's got like it's got strategy and stuff, and the card game golf is like it's an okay
It's
game,
kinda bad.
but then like adding the like team element and being able to like
Yeah, have the abilities.
the abilities and stuff, like I just thought it was clever. Yeah, clever, and it was cute the way it was designed and everything. So.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy.
Yeah, I
It was
liked it a lot.
we
Yeah.
didn't even end up playing a full game because it took too long.
Yeah.
In over break and rehearsal, but I'm glad that it left
Yeah,
a
it
mark.
did.
Because
It did.
I
I
think
liked
it's so
it.
good. Yeah.
It is good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pat, number 7?
My number 7 is a tie. It's a total tie between Farshore and Wavelength. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Just because, like, in my head, like
Do you have this as 7 and 6 then, or
No, it's literally
just 7.
It's just
Wow.
7.
So you got 6.
That's
more.
two wildly different games.
Yeah, they are,
Seven,
but
that's good.
I just found they're the same in my head.
Guess what I have?
It's the same in your head.
Do you? Okay. Farshore is. I just think it's an easier, more easy to follow version of Everdell, which makes me like Everdell a little bit more. I can really. I put a lot of work into just getting the purple cards that are like multiply or like that just like
End
get
of
you
game,
points
yeah.
at the end of the game, and I had so many of them. I was absolutely sure I was gonna win, and then Chris squeaked by with like 3 points ahead of me, and it really hurt my feelings, and it made me feel small, like a small man, like a boy. And I also, the thing about Farshore too, I don't like when you like they're like I don't like when you have these little multipliers. Like, okay, you collect these little books or whatever, these little scrolls, and each one of these, if you collect 3 of them, then it's like 3 times the number of these things that you have. I don't like that because it's just like, that's not fun to me. It's just like, oh, I just need to get the value of that out of that, and then keep collecting those, and then the math of it'll math out for me. I don't like that. I don't think it's thematic to that game either. So I don't like that they added that. So I think that's why it wasn't higher up on my list. Like Everdell is quite high on my list. Like I think I even started it off 2 years ago. Like it wasn't that high, and then we played it a couple times. And I went, oh yeah, this is way better than I thought it was.
I think it would grow, in my opinion, if I played it more.
Oh yeah. And then Wavelength is a good game. I think I was kind of mean in that game. I definitely said, can you guys hurry it up? And I kept like pushing them to just hurry the frig up, and then they were just kind of like, "Come on, man! Like it's a Sunday night, let's chill out." And it's like, no, we came to win, and Zach and I did come to win, and we did.
I did not tell my peers to speed it up.
That's true.
But I was fervent on the win.
But we papered the walls with our opponents in that game. We absolutely nailed it.
Okay.
Wow, can't wait to hear what you have to say.
but we had fun.
It was a good time
Yeah,
That was it?
for me.
it was a great time for
You
you.
were a little intense.
I was a little
I'm
intense.
so bummed that I didn't get your Star Wars one. I was way off.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Whose team was I on for that?
Well, we must have been on 3 on a team
okay, we
together.
lost.
Yeah.
Okay.
Zach, number 7,
My
Rising Sun.
number 7 is aligned with Matt. It is indeed Rising Sun. I believe when I last did this list, Rising Sun was my second or my number 2.
I think Endless Winter was number 2.
Oh, you're right.
So it must have been 3.
So it must have been 3, but it was very high up on my list. Again, very similar to kind of what I explained earlier. I really love that game. To me, that is one of the most visually pleasing games I've quite literally ever seen. Your friend Zach, greatness in the name, did a really great job painting those figures, and like it's a beautiful, beautiful game. So like from an aesthetic experience, like that I really love about it. Again, the structure of it is really endearing. The structure of it's really interesting. All the different decisions you can make, again, very interesting. I can tell you confidently that I am so happy to see the back of this game because I was just like, again, so many different decisions to make. There's no one right move ever. And then the one thing that I think like made it depreciate in value for me is even though, to Rachel's point, like you can come back to this game over and over again and like learn the rules and be so set in them. The fact that you play with a different figurehead every time, like my first time I played with the fox character head, and this time I played with the turtles. And like I personally found that to be very overwhelming of like, even though I'm relearning this game as far as the rules, knowing that every time I approach this, my strategy changes. I understand how that's maybe something that other people would like. For me, overwhelming, far too long, far too much, and like, if I were to play Rising Sun again, like my heart needs another 2 years to heal. Like, honestly, it does. But like I would come if I were to play that game again, it would be like me like watching a tutorial of the board game being played and me going into that game like exactly like with the correct container of rules and the correct container for how you're playing it.
You could be on a team
knowing
with
the
somebody.
rules.
Yeah, we could be on a team.
Honestly, like if that's
that could be cool.
if that's like
that
a
could be
need
cool.
that can be put in, like I would happily play that on a team. So
I'd play that with you.
And then the only thing that I would say, and this is given like you're playing with experienced folks who are approaching that game, to make that shit speed up, like I would set a 3-minute timer for people to make decisions because otherwise it's so easy to just sit there so fraught and overwhelmed about what to
Yes.
do. And that happened to me like so many times in this game. And then I was like taking away from our shared experience, and that really sucked. And
Me
I felt
too.
bad about that.
Me
so, yeah, I need to recover from Rising Sun. It's a beautiful game, and I can totally see for those of you out there who love board games, I can totally appreciate its value. If it's over 2 hours, I'm out, guys. Fuck, leave me like, no.
All right, so that's number 7, Rising Sun. Seb, what's your number 7?
Code names. Because it's
Regular
Dirty
code
code
names? Dirty code
sorry,
names.
Well,
dirty
it's the
code
dirty
names.
only,
Yeah,
like
the dirty code
Deep
names.
underwater.
Deep
Deep
underwater.
underwater. Yeah, Wavelength and Codenames are like they're the same game, but they're not the same game. But it's collaborative, and there's hints with your team, and similar to Wavelength. When we played Codenames, I was sick, and I just felt bad, and so the vibes going into that game were not ideal. But I liked it better than Wavelength because Pat wasn't yelling at me the whole time.
Hey, there you go.
It wasn't that bad, okay?
I
don't
have
recall it.
thought-
No, Pat gets real intense on Sunday nights.
I've never
Okay,
seen him like
Seb,
that
thanks.
before.
Take it too long.
But
So you
yeah.
feel bad that you had just done what you had did in the game. Let's clock in on that.
Let's clock it.
I have thoughts on why those are not the same, but we'll get to that when we get to my wavelength.
Oh yes. I thought it was silly and
Had you played regular Codenames before?
no.
Oh, okay, so you only know the dirty version.
Well, I've seen it played. Like it was another one of the games that I'd seen played on YouTube and was interested in playing.
I'm sure
so I
Smosh has played it.
yeah,
right?
a number of times.
Yes.
Right.
And
Have they
so-
ever played the dirty?
Not the dirty
No.
one.
The
Think we need to-
dirty.
Yeah, well, I don't know, but you can't. You put it on the Patreon. You make it.
You can monetize Lingus.
Is that what you?
That's my favorite card.
You've monetized Lingus before?
No,
That's what I.
I don't remember what that
One
means, and
good.
I don't think I want to.
Oh yeah, there was a lot of Googling that I was. Yeah, it was not entirely intuitive. Anyway, yeah, that's all that I have to say about Codenames. It felt very similar in vibes and collaboration as Wavelength, and
No.
therefore speaking from the eye. And so they are very close in my ranking, but
Fair.
enjoyable, and I would like to play them again
Nice.
on a day that
Different day.
Yeah.
things
Yeah.
are better.
All right.
Yeah,
Matt,
that's
number
fair.
6.
Number 6, just short of the top 5, we've got Everdell. Everdell ranks in at 6. It's a beautiful game. I played in a heartbeat. I love the fact that there's a big fuck off tree in the middle of the board.
You're all about your fuck up.
I just like big things. I like things that are big, and it comes in a little box, but it's a big thing. That's exciting. It is. Nobody thinks
Comes in a little
box, and it's a
but
big
it's a
thing.
big
You
thing.
see that tree when Chris set up the board for the first time, and he put this tree, this like 3-dimensional
Gorgeous.
tree in the back.
Yeah,
I was
very
like,
nice.
wow, this is gonna be a great game because it's big.
Okay, but let me get this straight. Everything that is big, you say, is a fuck off something.
Yeah, because it's a
If it's big, it's a fuck off something.
yeah,
Even though
because
it's
you go well,
beautiful tree.
because you look at that. You know, if it's a I don't know if there's a big piece of cheese, it would go big cheese. Go fuck off. There's no way that cheese is that big. You go that's a fuck off piece of cheese. That's where it comes from. Go fuck off cheese.
I don't think I'm going to be deep enough. I'll just put a disclaimer at the beginning.
I was 2 years old when I learned in board games that size matters.
I think it does. I think it totally does. And there's and I love little critters, and it's so cute. And you take the little
poor
critters,
critters.
and you put them in their little homes, and you're like, oh, go home, little guy. And then I get points for taking the little guy and putting them home. That's great. I also really enjoy in this version over Farshore. I've actually remembered why. Farshore, I can't screw with anybody. There's in Everdell,
Fool.
you can get the Fool, which means I can actually affect somebody else's board in a meaningful way, which to me is like, ooh, who has a Fool? Or, oh, there's one in the discard.
forgot
Always
about that,
keeping
yeah.
track of that, for me, is like, it just takes the game from, oh, I have my own little town of critters. It's like, no, I want this critter to die over there on that side. Get out of the house. You're evicted. And so I like that part.
Nice. Everdell number 6.
I
And
learned
it's
so much about it.
big.
It's big. It's got a fuck off tree.
All right, Rachel, what's your number 6?
Okay, this is a surprise to me. Cosmic Encounters.
Oh.
What did you do with that?
Where'd you put that? Where'd you put that, buddy?
I had that at 9 for
Wrong
Wow,
again.
wrong.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
had 11 for Pat, but I knew the order in which it would be.
Oh yeah, all
Enjoy.
these quantitative things.
Yeah.
You get
It's
the-
just wrong again.
I'm
So-
just trying to have fun with my friends here. I'm just trying to like be excited about the games that you played, and I'm getting attacked like Pat attacks people in Wavelength.
Yeah. Or in Rising
Do it
Sun
again.
when
I
Zach
don't
plays.
care.
We're just trying to make you lose, like you made us lose in Rising
27 other board games.
But
I
it's
haven't played
also
this summer.
just wrong, and you need to know.
Sun. Yeah.
So you were saying about Cosmic
wrong.
Encounters?
It's just wrong.
Thanks, Matt. Cosmic Encounter. So I own this game, and I had discounted it after playing Rising Sun because I was like, oh no, it's trash because it's basically going to go the same way every time. Because I had mostly played it with like 3 or 4 people. I think 3 or 4 people is a terrible number to play that game with, and you should never play it with that many people. I think 5, great. Probably 6. Wait, how many people can I
You
play?
can play it with 6 if you have an expansion.
Yeah, so I think 5 and up, if you get an expansion, great. I have learned something about myself in games, in that I like something that is social as well. So if I'm, if I'm thinking too much, I'm not going to enjoy the game as much, but I can still appreciate and I'm going to be thinking too much if I've learned it just that time. Anyway, so Cosmic Encounters, I love how the theming is beautiful. It's all space. The cards, those cards with your abilities and everything are fantastic, and it makes me want to play with each one and see how they do. There's just lots of different combinations and everything. I do agree there's a broken mechanic in it that with the moving up and down and stuff. I think that could be made better, but I think overall for a game that I'm gonna have a good social time with, which is ultimately what I want. Not that it has to be a party game, but something that still has that that I don't know, that element of
What I describe it as, I
Yeah.
kind of use the term above the table interaction.
what do you mean by that?
Where it's not the game itself that it's forcing you to
not
interact.
pieces
It's not
interacting.
pieces interacting. It's not like a battle, but it is you negotiating
Yes.
something, or making deals, or
Yeah.
or talking, chirping each other, right?
Yeah.
And that the game provides a framework which allows the above the table interaction to happen.
Yes,
Right?
and so because this is a simpler framework for that than Rising Sun, I find that my brain is more attracted
For
to
sure,
it.
there's more
in
above
that,
the table interaction in Cosmic Encounter than Rising Sun, for sure.
Yeah, which I
Sun,
love,
It's all conflict based.
Yeah, we're talking and chirping
Yeah,
and stuff,
yeah.
and trying to use our abilities and team up because of those, and then break that alliance. And there's more breaking alliances and more switching alliances, which I think is really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Pat, number 6?
Yeah, my number 6 was How to Save a World. Beautiful game. I really like worker placement games, so I just have I just anytime it's a worker placement game, it's probably going to do pretty well for me. And I just like that there are certain actions on the home planet. We just called it Earth. It's it's just Earth and the Moon. Come on, it's Earth and the Moon.
Wait,
I don't know
what
why
game?
it needs. Oh, How to Save a World.
How to Save a World.
It's not how to save
there's
all
certain actions
world.
on the world.
All
guess
world.
Guess what number I had it on your list at?
Did you have it at number 6?
You betcha.
Did you?
Wow, look
There
at
you go.
that. You get it right.
There you go. Good job. Now, I like that. There are certain actions that you can do to fly your ship, your worker, up to the moon to do these specific actions, and I thought that was a really smooth way to do it. It kind of reminded me in some ways of Viticulture. Guy who's only played Viticulture in 6 other games, compares every other game to Viticulture. But I just like that there's summer actions, winter actions, and you can't do the winter actions in the summer. You have to move on. But I really like that the Earth and the Moon had different actions there,
Cool.
and I also like that there were certain places were oh shoot, you got a good version of that action, but there's a perpetual version of that action that's slightly less maybe slightly less less obvious or less easy to use, but you can also do that trade for the amount of cards that you have, you get these many resources that you could always do. Anyway, I really liked that game, and I was delighted to find out it was Canadian.
Cool.
I was very delighted.
Yeah.
Especially now these days, I'm just okay, there's a nice Canadian publisher and a good Canadian designer.
Well, Bird Island is such a great publisher.
Yeah.
You've played Fall of the Mountain King as well.
Yeah,
with
yeah,
Henry.
totally. Yeah.
And I think the quality of their games is so good.
Yeah.
The pieces themselves, the production quality
It was
is
very
just
pretty.
yeah.
I liked the look of that
Yeah.
game, and
This
I
crowd
wanted to
likes
like
a
it.
pretty game.
This guy,
Oh,
it's
it does. We do.
We like a
I'm
pretty
glad you liked
game.
it. I thought you would like
Yeah.
it. I really thought you'd like
I
it. That's
played
why I
it
wanted to get it played.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, number 6, Zach.
Yeah, so my number 6 is a game I played in 2024. I don't know if it's been mentioned or played at all this year, but it's a game called Modern Art for those of you who know
Oh
it.
yes, hasn't been mentioned. Pat owns it.
Great. So this is a game where, if memory serves me correct, basically there's all of these modern art pieces and you start with a given set of funds and you basically have to auction to your fellow peers and try to find the paintings that have the most value to them. So I really like bidding games. I find it again to be very simple mechanics of oh, I want that painting and this is how much I'm willing to pay for it. And again, the speed and the drive of that game moving quickly is there. And we played it I think it was ahead of one of our performances last year.
Yeah, we played it at the Space.
At the Space last year, and it was ahead of one of our performances, and it moved very quickly. And
It was us and Daniel.
And AMAKA was in that game
And
too. And I really liked how fast it moved. I really liked the fact that I have limited resources and I have to spend them wisely and figure out what I want to pay for and what I don't. And I found it, very simple to follow. It drove, and then I always find with those games where the mechanics are very simple, then I feel like I could be ignited with strategy because I'm limited in my actions, so therefore I can really play that strategy and not feel super overwhelmed within it. So that was number 6 for me.
Nice. Yeah. I'm glad that it hits. Yeah, and I know Pat really likes that game.
I really like it.
I know. I remember on last year's list, you were bouncing it around, and then you shot it up to number 4, and it started at 13. You're like, "Oh, Modern Art's so great."
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's cool. Yeah. Seb, what's your number 6?
Castles of Burgundy.
Oh.
I think it was one of the more board gamey ones that I played this year.
Yeah.
And it's one that I'm interested in playing again. I think I spent a lot of the time, there were a lot of gears turning in my head of what do I do? But I thought it looked nice, and I liked moving all my little sheep around. And
Oh yeah.
You had the sheep going.
You had,
Yeah. I don't remember much of sort of what the gameplay was, I'm not gonna lie, but I remember
That's
I had a
so
good
crazy.
time.
Every other
That's
mode.
all of us. I was like, why is it so high? I don't remember anything
And
about this game.
Chris described it as beige the board game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except for the tiles that you were collecting, they were
Yeah, those are
green.
fun.
Beige point salad.
Yeah, I liked how you had to put all the things in the categories, and it's, there wasn't enough things to do that I felt like I could strategize a little bit, even if I was learning it for the first time. There were easy enough actions to understand. I would like to play it again. But it was my favorite.
And what I think is really cool about Castle is that everybody can do so many different things, and then your points end up being so similar.
Yeah.
It was 171, 171, 169. I think that was the breakdown between the three of you.
We
Yeah,
were
not
all
Chris.
really
Chris
close.
was up in the 200.
Well, no, we
Oh,
forget
yeah,
about
we
Chris.
forget
Yeah,
He
no.
doesn't count.
Chris was like, everyone gets to 2. I remember this part of the game. Everyone's gonna make it to point 200. Don't worry. It's whatever. And then we're all halfway up the side of the point score, and Chris is all the way on the others. And I was like, yeah, okay, Chris.
Well, in my mind, I was only playing with you guys.
Yeah, but I think showing that you can do so many disparate things and they all somehow meld together is one of the strengths.
Oh, I also remember
agree.
now that those tiles were so similar. Other than yours,
it was hard
all
to
the
tell.
buildings were
yeah.
all the iconography
It
was
was a bit
all
of
it was
squinting.
I can't
Yeah,
tell
yeah.
what
Squint
building
iconography
is that.
sucks.
And I was like, fuck that.
I also how long was that game? Was it
Over 2.
2.5, yeah.
But
Because I remember speaking to what Zach was saying and being like, I think I need to be done soon.
Yeah.
When it hit the 2-hour mark, and it could also be that it was a new game, and so
There's a lot.
it was moving slower
Get me
than
out of there after 2 hours.
yeah. So it was fun. I would like to play it again to see if it goes any faster, and if it doesn't, then I think maybe
You can play a 2-player game online when it's automated in 30 minutes.
yeah, but the other thing is that we're also all learning the game at the same
Yeah.
time. So that takes
Yeah.
if we would all
And
play
all
it
the big,
again and we would all know the
buildings,
rules.
That takes so much time to be what building is this again?
Yeah.
The buildings suck.
Yeah,
That's
the buildings
why-
they're so similar.
it's my 6, just because I think a second playthrough when things move a little bit
quicker.
faster
Yeah,
and
yeah.
things are happening, I will enjoy it a lot more.
Yeah.
But I did have fun. I thought it was pretty and cool.
Nice. All right, we're in top 5, Matt.
Top 5 is going to be Dune Imperium. Dune Imperium. I really like. I think there's only 2 Dune board games. Chris can correct me if I'm wrong, but I enjoy both of the Dune board games.
I mean, like Dune Imperium.
And then
And there's Dune Imperium Uprising.
Oh, sorry, we played Dune Imperium Uprising.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about the other Dune and
There's another Dune game. There's a few, but the other Dune game that people know is the 6-player game.
Circle.
Yeah, the big circle board.
Yeah, I love that game.
Yeah.
I play that almost every week when I'm in Toronto with with a buddy. But no, I really like this game. I don't know anything about Dune. I've never read the books. I've never watched the movie. So the only Dune thing I know is through the board games, which is interesting and weird. But like, I really enjoyed the flow of this game. I liked how there were different tracks and everyone's kind of competing on where to put their work. It's a worker replacement, right? But it's also
worker placement with cards.
With cards and like, so it's a slight deck builder, which deck building for me I think is always super fun. So this hit on a lot of things. It was also enough that like you could make somewhat of an alliance. You could kind of talk things through. You can't really.
The battle system is very computational in terms of that.
Yeah, so like, and there's a way of like, there is a victor at the end of every round in the sense of whether it be through battle, getting certain rewards for coming in first, or deciding, I'm not going to win this fight. I'm going to go do other things and let the 3 other players take each other out. Like, that's super satisfying to me. So I think there's a lot of great ways to play that game, and I would play that game again in a heartbeat.
Oh yeah, it's so good. I love it. It's like just shot up. Every time I play, it just gets better and better.
Yeah, so number 5 for me.
Number 5 for me was Shifty-Eyed Spies.
Wow, that's so high.
Yeah, well, it social aspect of it.
Yeah, absolutely. Super social.
Yeah, it's fun. Like, I like. It's just not like another game that I've played. It can be ambiguous and like, and you can catch people. Like, there's ways to play, different ways to play to like. To win, or winking and like trying to like look over and then not be intercepted. I don't know. It's really fun.
It was.
It's really fun. I like it.
Nice. I'm glad that it is. That might be that's certainly highest out of Pat and Matt. Pat hates it.
It's not fun.
I will say that playing with Pat and seeing Pat's utter confusion throughout the entire game really amps it up for everybody else. So I know that you don't like that experience, but like
you make it for everyone else.
It really is an enjoyable experience for
You
everybody
being
else.
overwhelmed in that game is so on brand for
lose my
you.
goddamn
So on brand. Actually, I'm sad I was not there to witness that.
I get dumber every time I play that game. It boils my brain. It boils.
But
my brain.
it does really heighten the enjoyment for everybody else.
Yeah.
It really does. It really does. It's like watching the chipmunk on Robin Hood. Yeah.
It's like the same. I make the same noises in that game that I do going in a bouncy castle.
Yeah.
When I'm in that bouncy maze that we went in the other day. It's like,
Yeah, that's about right. Yeah.
Foaming at the mouth.
All right, Pat, what's your number 5? It's not Shifty-Eyed Spies.
No. It's Terra Mystica.
Yeah.
I like Terra Mystica. I've always liked it. It's like chess, and I appreciate it. And I think it's beautiful. And in spite of what Matt says, I think it's very thematic. And I really appreciate the little guys and their little powers. I've tried to play the space one,
Gaia Project,
and it hasn't done much for me. It's too complicated, and I think that Terra Mystica nails the level of complexity for what it is, and I actually enjoyed teaching it. Which is weird.
I'm a little stuck on little guys' little powers. Are the guys little, and are their powers little?
Dude, compared to human beings, they're all on a table, so they're all tiny. They're all really small. Every one of them is on a table. None of them are walking around and hanging out.
None of them are fucking.
But their powers are pretty awesome. They're little guys with big powers.
Like me.
Like little dwarves.
Small and mighty,
halflings,
just like you.
Halflings can
Small and mighty.
they get like shovels and stuff, and they get like anyway.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was surprised that Matt didn't like this as much. I knew that you were gonna like it a lot.
just
I didn't
always
get to
been
play
on
this
my-
one with you because we were playing, so I wasn't sure of the
Is that your phone?
saxophone.
Let it live on the floor, bitch. Let it live on the floor.
I took a big swing because I didn't know how you felt about it, and I put it as your number 1.
Wow, you did.
Because I wasn't sure if because I know you love the game so much, and I know
Yeah.
that like playing it again would have been exciting to get like a good group of and teaching it, and whatever. So
But here's
Because
the
it's not gamey
thing,
enough?
you were wrong.
But because it's not gamey enough, because it doesn't have
Diminishing
those,
returns.
like you said,
Diminishing returns, Zach.
like you said, it doesn't have above the table interaction as
Right.
much at all.
Yeah.
It's not at all in any way that there's no deals, there's no anything.
Yeah.
So it
Yeah, makes
it
sense.
like it cannot be my number 1 because it
Yeah.
doesn't have that fun
Yeah.
gaminess, that human being
Right.
to human being interaction that I really need in a
I
great
like
game.
that
And so it's not that. Yeah.
All right, Zach, what's your number 5?
Me and my very pretty friend are aligned.
Yeah.
Shifty-Eyed Spies is also my number 5.
Okay.
I agree with Rachel. I do really love social games and games that like cause confusion, games that like get people like riled up against each other. And what I really loved about Shifty-Eyed Spies is one, alert, simplistic and easy to follow.
Yeah.
The mechanics are very simple and straight ahead. And then because of that, it's one of those rare games that I've played where it's like you watch yourself and every person around you get better and better with every round. So that adds to the challenge of it, which I really liked. I remember playing it at first, like being able to clock the winking and the staring was hard. But then after one round, you get people's isms and then it becomes even more challenging. And I loved that. Like that is a game like, I was talking about like those like rainy day cottage games. Like I separate this game from that because to me like this is a game that like invigorates with each passing round. So it's one of those games where I'm not just gonna pick it up and throw it down to pass time. Like it's like no, I want to play this with people who actually like want to be invested, and it's one of those games that I feel is accessible enough that anybody of any capacity could like pick it up, get good at it, and feel like emboldened by that game. And that's why I really enjoyed it. It was the first time I'd ever even heard of that game, ever played it, and it was very enjoyable to me. I would absolutely play it again. All the games in my top 5 I would play again, which is why they're all there. But I agree, the social aspect of it was really fun, and especially when you're lucky enough to play with a group of performers who are already very activated people, as you can see from this video, it just makes it that much more better.
Nice.
Yeah, I agree. It's also like designed nicely. Like,
it's cute.
I like the little buildings.
Is there a deluxe?
It's like I'm going over here. Yeah, I'm going there with my friend.
Is there a deluxe version?
I almost missed it.
I also said just under low commentary, like playing it with seniors. You can play it anywhere.
No,
play it with seniors.
I wouldn't want to play with
Seniors would
seniors.
love this game.
I think they would. I think they would. They really like it.
As long as there's no clown.
All the time.
Clown's always in the
Without even
background.
wanting it.
Yeah, that's true. All right, Seb, what's your number 5?
My number 5 is Decrypto.
Yay!
Yeah, we played it that one like lunchtime. I think it, Codenames, Wavelength, hint giving. I felt like it was just a better version of the hint giving games that I've played. Yeah. I like that I had to also be figuring out what the other people were doing.
Yeah.
I love games where you have to give hints. I enjoy.
Speaks to your puzzle side.
Yeah. And I like games that you can be social while playing as well. So it was simple, but also challenging in the sense that, you kind of have to be strategic with the hints that you're giving. Loved it. Very fun. Would play it again. Would play right now.
Okay, let's go.
Matt, number 4.
Number 4. Okay, so I've never lost so terribly in a board game in my life.
And it still made number 4.
And it made number 4 because it was the most fun. Oh, he knows. Yeah. He knows what game. It's the Sheriff of Nottingham. Hey! Number 4. I have never lost so hard in a game in my life. But wow, is it the best time. And like, I love games where it's like, it's chance, but it's lying, but it's like deception, but like also it doesn't matter because like you still get, like even if you get caught, you still get something from being caught, which to me was like maybe the one issue with the game for me overall is that I think if the sheriff catches you, he catches you and you get nothing. You go to jail. Yes. Like that is so
that's
like
a good point actually. Because even if he catches you, you get the resources out of the bag and it's like, no, you should actually be able to forfeit
and remind me how many resources, how did that help your strategy?
It didn't, but that's because I realized that it didn't matter. Okay, and then I just gonna throw all my contraband in the bag and say, go for it.
So
check
you
me.
establish your own rules to say, I'm so obviously lying, let me put 5 contraband in here.
And Rachel let me
and send me to jail.
Yeah, but the thing is I wouldn't go to jail. I would just do it again next turn.
I forfeited my win for that just because it was such a joy to see you
because it was
like get away with your contraband.
Yeah, it was so much fun. So yeah, that was I would love to play this game again. I would play it completely differently, or maybe I wouldn't.
You wouldn't.
So I think I would start different.
You would not play that game any different.
You have 2 rounds and then you're only putting contraband in for the rest of the game. We all know everything.
Because it's funny. Because it's funny.
You would play that game the same every time.
It would would be so much
I've
fun.
also noticed you play games differently than most other people.
Yeah.
You find some random little like side rule, and you make that the whole
That's
strategy.
right.
It's
The
the
entirety
best.
of your strategy is based on this one tiny little bit.
Oh, yeah.
It's so on like a.
But it's the
flimsy
best.
It's very
It's the
similar
best.
to other Zach, not this Zach. Zach Groombridge, who we should all play.
Oh, I would
stuff
love
in
to.
Toronto, I
And
think.
I also just want to affirm, like, when Matt gets into those, that's a really good point about
so
like finding
fun.
a little tidbit of information that Matt that then like captures. And I just also want to acknowledge like the level of commitment that Matt will put into finding that nugget of knowledge in the
Yeah.
board game
Yeah.
makes the experience so much fun.
Oh, that
It is,
really-
and that's why I wanted to give you
And
all
I,
your
and
content.
I appreciate it. You know what? Everyone had a better time for it. Because you know what? If you had said no, Matt, everyone knew. But now you did the other thing, the opposite.
But also, if
Crazy
people had
thing.
said no, you would have had like potentially no.
Nothing.
Oh, I had no points.
Like,
I wasn't going to
literally
win.
0.
But I had some points because Rachel gave me some points.
You were giving
Because
away
it's so
A win. Giving away
no,
the win.
It is never. I've never really seen this in the game because nobody's ever done so poorly.
Yeah.
Where they run out of money and they have to pay with goods that they've already bought.
Yeah, that was really great too. That was fun. Anyways, that's my number 4. It's but I think the best almost party game, not party game.
Yeah.
Like it's up there for me. So
Yeah.
that's number 4.
Rachel, number
Nice.
4.
Number 4 is Wavelength.
It's Wavelength.
All right.
This is just like, I don't know, it's just
Great.
like a simple, great game that like has, I don't know, it starts conversations and like
Yeah.
and fights.
It's an awesome.
Well, only when
concept.
Pat Jeffrey plays. That's the only time you fight.
Yeah.
I say this every
Okay.
time I talk about Wavelength compared to Codenames because those two
Yeah.
get compared a lot. I think.
Ew.
I think.
Yes, I agree. I agree.
Sorry.
I agree. I said I would have thoughts on this.
Excuse me.
I think what I like about Wavelength more than Codenames,
Uh-huh.
just in general, is that at Codenames you have to wait until the whole round is done to explain what
Yeah.
you were thinking with your clues.
Yeah.
With
Yeah.
Wavelength, you
It's
give one
immediate.
clue,
That's a good
you say
point.
this is it, and then you
Right.
get the discussion aspect in the
Yep.
game. So it
Yes.
promotes a lot more social like chatter
Yeah.
because I don't have to be like, oh, what was the clue that you gave at the very beginning? That
Yeah.
was like Animal 3. You get to get that feedback right away. Oh,
Yeah.
you were thinking this, you were thinking this, and so I find it is a much better group game
Yeah.
because of that discussion.
Yeah, there's just more time. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree, and that's why they're so wildly different on mine. Like Codenames.
But had we
way
played
at the bottom
Codename
and,
Pictures, there was.
Oh yeah, I mean Codename Pictures.
I think the comparison shit needs to stop.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, fair.
I like it.
Yeah, I
Other
think
games to other games.
No,
just
code
Wavelength
games to
to
Wavelength.
I think Wavelength is superior and
Oh.
I do too. I like the simplicity and the like just beautiful design of it. Like just like
yeah,
you've
it's
got this
fun.
very
Yeah,
like
the
nice
mechanism is
tactile
so
thing.
pretty.
It's so nice.
We love a pretty game.
Yeah. Yeah.
I will say at the beginning, it was so satisfying. Like you flipped a little thing and then it like. But then it stopped doing that. So that's my one thing. I wish it would just. I wish.
I don't
Well,
get it.
that's very important to me. The
What is
mouthfeel of the game.
The mouthfeel.
It's like
when
whenever
you do the
go-
reveal. When you do the
like-
reveal.
Did you
and
say
it's like you know
mouthfeel?
those
That's what you
expensive drawers that just go like they go like fast and then they
Oh, and then they have the fast stop.
Yeah.
Oh, I
That-
see.
yeah. What?
Did you say mouthfeel?
Yeah, the mouthfeel of the game.
thought you
how
put it in your
how
mouth.
it is in your life.
Rachel,
Anyway, I just wish it was like that every time, but it was only like that for like a couple months, so then it stopped doing it.
Oh, okay.
Anyway,
Wait, that like the thing.
it would like go.
going-
Whoa!
Oh, did it lose its mechanism or something?
I
no,
don't
no.
think there is a built-in
it did
mechanism,
not
just
move
that
and
it was like it had an air pocket that just like slowly.
Yeah.
It was very very nice at first. Okay, Libertalia Winds of Galecrest
Is
is
it
my
number
number
4?
4. I think that is an
Nice.
awesome game, and I think I'm gonna buy it. I
Yeah.
really
I think I'm gonna
enjoyed
buy it too.
You did? Oh,
I think I'm
really?
gonna buy it too,
Okay. Yeah, I only played it once, and then you guys played it a couple days ago, and
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I wish I could play that, but I was hosting a barbecue,
Yeah.
so I couldn't. But yeah, what an awesome
So
game! What a-
good.
I had it at 3 for you. Yeah.
You did?
I knew you liked it.
Oh, okay, yeah, number 4. I just thought it was like so clever and like just for a game that at first when it was described to me, I was like, how is that a game? Like everybody has the same cards, you just play them. Oh no, like the order that you play them in and trying to guess what you're gonna play and what you want and these little treasure chests. It's also beautiful. And every card is different in the way that I love. For like every game will be different because you have different possible
Yeah.
powers.
Yep.
And I just thought it was a really smooth thing and really well designed and really beautiful and really just fun. We just had fun.
Oh, it was a great time.
Nice.
Just imagine that you're this guy and okay, I'm gonna interact in this way. Yeah, I love it. Libertalia Winds of Guild.
nice.
Nice. Number 4. All right,
Yeah.
number 4, Zach.
So me and the pretty crew, Rachel, are aligned again.
Yay.
Wavelength is my number
Wavelength
4.
Sick, yeah.
Wavelength was high on my list the last time
Yeah.
I was in this video, and it
Yeah.
remains.
Yeah.
Speaking of what you just said, Wavelength is a game that I absolutely plan to buy.
Yeah.
It's the only game on my list that I absolutely
yeah.
plan to
Okay.
buy, I would say. I love the social aspect of that game.
Mm-hmm.
I love the premise of it. It's so easy. It's so expansive
Yeah.
as far as the topics
Yes.
that you can bring to it, the hints you can bring to it. It's ever changing depending on who you're playing it with. And I said this last time, I think, but I'll say it again. My favorite thing about that game and what I love about social games is, in general, is I love when I play these types of games with people that I don't know very well or people that I've never met before, because all of a sudden you're learning very interesting tidbits of
Yeah.
information from people, and I find that to be really interesting. And again, what would the question be? We had interesting questions this time, which was really cool. And then I loved kind of trying to out of the self and into the other, thinking about the person who set the wavelength and being okay, where do I think they would put this? And then if you get it, it's great. If you don't, it's again, always conversation where you're leaning in and learning more about people. And I think about again, the accessibility, and I think about oh my goodness, this is a game that I can quite literally show to anyone at any experience level, and there's something for them here, and there's always something to keep coming back to that keeps it fresh. And I like the idea of Wavelength because again, always fresh.
Yep.
I can play with people I know very well or someone that I quite literally just met 5 minutes ago, and we have this shared experience where we're working towards a common goal but also learning really cool things about each other.
Yeah, and the
then
combination.
also too, it can get very contentious as well depending on how you choose to introduce your hints and what have you, because I remember the last I played that game maybe 2 or 3 times in 2023, and there was one game in particular that we played it at a birthday party, and somebody's mom was there.
Oh, yeah.
And they chose to bring up the election and was Justin Trudeau. What do we think?
Oh
So,
my
the
god!
gauntlet got slammed, and then we're all sitting there well, none of us thought that this was going to head here.
And what does this person think about Justin
But
Trudeau?
now we need to think about how this person thinks about. So, anyways, I love the fact that it can go in any which direction, and there's the opportunity to learn about
Yeah,
people.
the combination of people will always change that game.
Yeah, and again, it's very, very easy to be impassioned and get competitive in that game because the premise of it is so simple, and the questions and the discussion is so loaded that that's why we all had so much passion over it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, for sure.
Wavelength remains as one of my favorites,
Nice.
and I absolutely will go out and buy that game so I can play it with literally anybody ever interested.
Such a clean design, too.
Yeah.
It is very pretty.
Yeah.
Damn, you guys make me wish I put it higher on my list now.
Yeah, that's what happens.
Can't go back.
Well,
Can't go back. You
what
love
was
codenames Deep Underwater.
Guess so.
Deep underwater.
Love fish. What can I say?
Glug, glug, glug.
Big fish guy, glug, glug, glug. You know me.
Or fishy, at least.
What are we at? Number 4?
4, I think. Yeah.
Number 4.
Number 4 is Everdell.
Nice.
Yeah. It was the first, Coup was the first game, but
Yeah.
we don't talk about Coup. Everdell was the first game that I played at Brunswick.
Oh yeah.
And it was just so pretty. I mean, Matt's already talked about the tree.
Yeah, trees.
Just gorgeous.
Have I played Everdell before?
The fuck up tree.
No, I don't think I
I've
have.
heard so much about
really
it.
good.
Though.
It's-
high on your list.
Yeah, it was so fun. I loved all the little things. The little berries.
The
little
squishy berries.
The squishy berries.
Yeah.
I live for it. Yeah, I don't know. A lot of strategy. Loved all the different cards. Gorgeous game.
Yeah.
Love my little hedgehog.
Yeah.
I think that it also goes to show how much component quality can
Oh.
have an effect in this tactile experience.
Absolutely.
I don't
Yeah.
think there's a single person who I haven't introduced Everdell to who hasn't said, I love the squishy berries.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And the rocks. I want to eat the rocks.
Yeah, those shiny little rocks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They would be so smooth going down.
I think that's so wonderful. Everdell has the gameplay to back it up.
Yeah,
right?
very
But-
fun.
Oh yeah. No.
But
But
for our kinetic sensor,
Yeah,
for
for
instance,
sure.
a goo gooey
It
little thing
enhances
is
it.
so
It absolutely
exciting.
enhances
Well, that's why-
Especially as you're sitting there waiting for someone's turn and you're like,
Like Zach said before, she said that Rising Sun is like a beautiful game with all these like it's in
Yeah.
but like you have the deluxe version of Rising
Yeah.
Sun with all the really like metal coins
Yeah,
and like
yeah.
I'm like I wouldn't want to play that
Yeah.
game in the cheapy beggar version. I
I
don't want
still would
that.
play it.
You would.
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't like that game.
Cheapy beggar.
The cheaper beggars. Give me the deluxe Rising Sun.
It's probably still so expensive.
Yeah, it is. But I
Cheapy beggars.
well Rising Sun. Not with me. I won't play with them.
$20. I need the deluxe.
I need the
components
deluxe
of Rising
components.
Sun,
Otherwise,
please.
I'm not playing the game.
I think we learned Matt's a deluxe kind of guy.
That would be great.
Matt likes it big.
Yeah.
Matt likes it big
Fuck
and
off.
bold and beautiful.
Matt likes it real big.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, so that's your number 4, Everdell?
Four.
Yeah.
All right, number three.
On podium.
We're
Ooh,
doing
your bronze.
my
What's your
bronze
bronze?
is gonna be Quacks. Look at everybody go off on Quacks.
I just want to say I'm really mad I didn't play this game.
Yeah, you are!
Quacks takes everything that I love in a board game. There's enough strategy, but there's also enough like a very similar to Raw, where like there's enough like, ooh, I'm gonna push the envelope, I'm gonna push my luck, and there is enough strategy that's like we played. The last one we played, I put my friend to Arena, who was waiting at 3:30 in the morning for a pickup, and we played it, and like she was able to jump in, never having played, like not a board game person, and had just woken up from a 3-hour nap, getting ready for this all-nighter that she was going to take from Nova Scotia to Quebec in a car ride. But anyways, and it was indicative of like anyone can pick up this game and play.
Yeah.
She did fairly well, but like it all comes down to luck, a little bit of strategy, and for me that's like anyone can win, anyone can pick up, and it's a really cute game, and I like that you put your hand in a bag and I'm making potions.
And you are the funnest person to watch to gamble.
Yeah.
Let's go! Let's go!
And I do love a gambling game. And I played it twice over the summer. Once I lost terribly. I had no luck on my side. And then the next one we played and I had all the luck on my side. And I blew my last score out of the water.
Yeah, I remember you were sending me the scores afterwards, and you were like, I went on a sun run.
I went,
everything that could have gone
God, right.
right.
Oh, yeah. Every time I was like, ooh, I'm going to push for one more. And it came up. Oh.
And I was so mad because I was pushing my luck.
Oh, yeah. And
failing.
Rachel failing every time. Anyways, it was a lot of fun. So, yeah, Quacks is there a deluxe version of Quacks?
You played it.
Oh, yeah. Never playing anything otherwise. I don't know what the other version looks like.
It's a cheapy one.
But it's a cheapy.
Cheapy one, and actually Quacks is one of the only games where like I'm super cheap and always love the cheapy version.
Yeah,
but
that one you
I would
need.
get the deluxe.
Yeah.
Because
So how is it different?
it's
than-
the
Cardboard
the cardboard tokens.
Oh, so putting in the bag, I wouldn't feel that. Oh, that'd be garbage.
Yeah.
Oh, like
And
little
they-
pieces of paper.
They get worn off, like.
Yeah.
And
Oh
stuff.
no, you need the nice tactile sound of like.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no.
Immediately know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
So
gotta
yes.
have the click.
All right, that's my number 3.
All right, Rachel,
Very
number
nice.
3.
Number 3 is Decrypto.
Oh.
Nice.
Yeah, I like that it's kind of leveled up in your like the hinty describey kind of
Yeah.
ones, and that there's also the flip side of like guessing the other people's. I like that there's like the little windows so it's like secret that you can put them in. I just think it's clever, it's well designed, and it levels up that description to like it's ahead of Wavelength for that reason for me, because there's a little more to it, and yet it can still go in so many different directions.
I think that was my favorite game of Decrypto I've ever played, and I think it's because it was a 4-player count. Versus I've always played it at like 8.
Yeah.
And,
Oh, that's a
wow.
lot.
and that just felt like too many. And 4, I just really
Four's nice.
liked like
Yeah.
duo against duo.
Yeah.
was one of
Yeah, it
those.
was nice.
Fun.
Yeah.
When you play with 4 people, how long is the game?
It's not
We
super
played it
long.
over lunch.
Yeah, like half
I
hour?
think you could-
How long is the game when you play with 8 people?
Probably longer because you're
It's about
talking a
the
lot
same.
more.
How long?
Yeah, probably a little bit, but not too
45
much. Not
minutes?
too much.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah,
would
it's
like
a
to
short
see
game.
it.
Not a long game.
It's under an hour?
Yeah.
Oh, I would like
it.
it.
Yeah, you would like it.
Oh, I
It's
would
very,
like
very
to see it.
Wavelength-esque in
Thank
terms
you.
of communication and
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah.
Yeah,
It was cute.
but
Lovely,
leveled up.
lovely.
Love that.
Yeah, it's nice. I like
This is
it.
good.
Both would be under an hour.
This is very good news.
Yeah, you'd like it, I think.
If there's a lot of chat and discussion, maybe an hour 10. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like that
Still
would
under
max.
2 hours. It's in my
the
wheelhouse.
max, the
bitch.
max you
You
could
could never
do, but I
play
doubt-
for 2 hours.
I
It'd
doubt
be
it.
If
great.
it's over 2 hours,
No, it's in the vein of Wavelength.
get me out of there.
Yeah,
So
but leveled up.
What's your number 2?
My number 3 was Inish.
Ooh.
This game has gone on a journey with me.
Yeah.
Oh, Johnny.
Oh man.
I had Libertalia and a Switch.
Oh, you did? Yeah, I can totally see why.
Yeah.
Because last year I had it way down the list.
So
You had
2 years
Inish?
ago,
You had Inish down at the bottom?
Wrong.
I had Inish far down because it was just like you said, Seb. You know, when someone's kind of like just being a bit too much and was like kind of making the experience.
Oh,
bad
yeah,
for
you
me
had a
like I
shoot.
did. It was just like there was an argument between two old friends who can bicker like nobody's business, and it just kind of like became a bit much. And
What was this?
Oh, it was
Last
2
year.
years ago.
It was Chris.
2 years
Me
ago.
and Josh. So Josh and I were bickering.
That was
Okay.
it. It was just
You
like
were?
right.
What a shock.
It's like
About what? Nothing?
nothing.
About Josh breaking his deal.
Sure. But
So
no,
nothing.
I just love Inish. I'm excited to play it every time. I'm always like, I'm really bad at Inish. I don't really win it. But I don't
You were
mind.
so close to winning.
I know, I was so close. I was there and I had all the territories. I was like, no one can take this away from me. And then Josh, because he's a clever little fella.
Yeah.
He snuck it. He had a bunch of
It's in his
sanctuaries.
heritage.
It's in his heritage to be sneaky and sneak around the moors and put his little sanctuaries and be the brand so he gets a tie break. That's what I forgot about. And every time I
Was
forget about
Josh a leprechaun?
Josh is just he's so
Yes.
fun. And
You know what?
yeah, we had a great time, and it was worth spending hours and just hanging out.
Yeah.
And then like leaving for a couple days and trying. Oh no, Josh is gonna leave town. Oh, we found a day that we can make it work, and then
Yeah.
all coming back and finishing. So
That's great.
I love Inish, yeah.
Yeah.
So my bronze placement goes to a game that I played last year that I really, really enjoyed, and I played it with these two lovely fellows here. It's a game called Chinatown.
Oh,
yeah.
I fucking loved that game.
Chinatown's
I loved it for a couple of reasons. Reason number one, there was a timer, bitch.
Yeah.
There was a timer. So people had to fucking move.
Yeah.
And I appreciated that.
Yeah.
And also it was like a bargaining game where you had to like look at other people and be like,
Yeah.
well, I want
I
to
didn't
go
play
on this
Chinatown.
place. I'll
Yeah.
give you 2. And again, you have all of this time where you have a limited time to make these bargains and to set down your territory. And I don't, it was a year ago, so I don't remember like all of the fine details of that game.
No, that's it. It's just negotiation.
Yeah, I really liked the negotiation aspect of it. It was so easy to get competitive. It was so easy to understand. It was so easy to also fuck with people, which was the best part
Yeah.
because like you have to like make sure that all of your buildings are aligned, but
yeah.
then people could be going for the same spot, so it's also really easy to screw people in.
Yeah, I didn't get
and
to play that
very
game.
fun to screw
I
people
know you went
in.
home that day. You didn't
Yeah,
play.
and very, very. I know literally you left, and
And
then
we
we
played
played
it.
that game. And I think I probably
It's
said,
right after
"Wow, I wish
Rococo.
Matt was here because
Yeah.
he would have picked it up."
Oh, and this is a big thing because we played it right after Rococo.
Yeah, and
you
Yeah.
didn't like Rococo because it was
And
too
I
long.
was depleted.
You still had it in your
af-
head to,
and
like,
I
do
was
it.
depleted after we played Rococo.
Yeah.
And then Rococo, we were depleted. I was depleted. So that was where I looked at Chris and I said, if you want me to stay today, I need a game that is under 2 fucking hours. And then that game was well under 2 hours and had it. And then again, the timer. I'm a huge fan of timers in games. Give me limited time to make a
yeah.
decision
Yeah.
because it's got to drive at a certain point.
Especially for negotiation, you need it.
Yeah.
What's the game called again?
Called
Chinatown.
Chinatown, and
Yeah,
it's
I
really,
like that
really
one.
fun and really, really simple to understand. And
Nice.
it's again a game that I would so happily pick
Yeah.
up and put down and play
Yeah.
numerous times.
It's been re-implemented, rethemed as Waterfall Park as well.
Underwater.
Underwater.
Waterfall.
But
Love
it's exactly the same game, but it's just that. Yeah, that
Yeah.
was also Pat's number 1.
It was my number 1 last year.
Was it your number one?
Wow.
I really,
Yeah,
really,
yeah.
really enjoyed it. Like it
That's
was
good.
just so much fun,
Yeah.
and like I could play that game with so many
You
different
play.
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, I guess we
It
gotta
just
play it.
would
Negotiation,
never-
wheeling and
and the
dealing.
experience would never tire, and I
Yeah.
really that's why it's at bronze for me.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right.
All right, Seb, what's your number 3?
Bronze.
Libertalia!
Yay!
Yeah, we played it twice now. Once on the easy side of the
Oh,
board,
yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
once on the more competitive one. And I thought both were great. I love that you start with the same hand and then you sort of diverge as people
Yeah.
make different decisions. And the fact that the deck is so big that you will not like. There are so many possible combinations that. There are cards that I mean, I've only played it twice, so obviously there are cards I haven't seen yet, but like, I can see a world in which I play it a number of other times and I still haven't used certain cards, and that is really cool because it just seems very playable. Yeah, loved it. Very fun.
Yeah,
Nice.
absolutely.
I had it as your number 3.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Hey.
Roll here.
You got one. Everyone say yay, Chris.
You've also gotten several, but it's more fun to tell you
Yeah.
the wrong.
Yeah. I like that. Well, I really like knowing that I was in the right ballpark, and I really like knowing that I was wrong. Like I thought Revive would click a lot more for Pat. You know what I mean? I put Revive pretty high for a lot of you. I think that's just my own bias of just really liking Revive.
Yeah.
But yeah, that sort of shake-up is fun. And now we're on to number 2.
Number 2, well, I mean, very true. Libertalia, Winds of Galecrest is for sure my number
That's
2.
your number 2.
I will be going home and buying it. I think it's a game that has enough strategy, enough like competitive, even when we played on the more competitive or more like cutthroat
Stormy
vicious.
side.
Yeah, the stormy side of the board where you guys should like interact with each other a lot more. But even the other side was still a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I love the theming of this game. You're a bunch of pirates and you're getting pirates on your ship and
that's
like
fun.
oh yeah and I love a game where you're like, oh, I've played this 10 times but I've never seen this card, or I've never seen the combination of having this card and this card and what they'll do together.
And again, very tactile.
Oh yeah, little tiles and like
now.
And it plays about it.
Sounds like Zach loves that game.
And it's a
Love
game
that
that
game
plays
already.
at 6.
Yeah.
Which is like for the games that like we played 27 games, there's maybe 2 or 3 of those games played at 6 that weren't a party game.
Yeah.
So for me that is huge.
It's huge, yeah.
And it plays
Agreed.
in about an hour, and if you don't have to teach it, for sure plays in an hour.
Yeah.
If you have to teach it, maybe an hour and a half.
Yeah.
But it's something that like anybody could win, and you can, make not alliances, but you can be like, if you do this, I'll do that later, or like there's everything that I like in a game. And there's also even to an aspect a certain amount of gambling because you have cards that you're like, what everyone has at a certain extent. So it's like, oh, are they going to play their 5 and I'll play the 8 and I'll go first, or are they going to do something?
I heard about this.
Anyways,
That game.
it's-
I heard about this.
It's a fantastic game, and I will be going home and buying
What's
it.
it called?
And I need to know,
Libertalia, Winds of Galecrest.
is
the full title.
Is that the deluxe version we've been playing?
There's only one version.
Sweet.
Well, maybe
Well, there
when they
should be a deluxe
when they
one.
make a deluxe, I'll buy it.
You could probably add metal coins
Oh,
to it.
yeah.
You could just
Oh,
share
that'd be
coins
cool,
and
that'd be
charge
good.
$100. I'm sure there's a set on Etsy of metal
Yeah.
coins.
Well, Libertalia people,
Oh, that'd be
Matt
good.
wants a deluxe version.
Even
of
or if
Metal
anything, I'll
Coins.
just buy metal coins and I'll get a little treasure chest that I can put my treasure coins in there instead of having a stupid thing. Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Cool.
This is so
Yeah.
Robin Hood if
I
you
was
want metal coins.
I forgot that it really is everything that you like in a game, right?
Oh,
It's
it's-
high interactivity and whatever.
Like-
I had it like an 11 for you. I didn't know you liked it this much.
No,
It's exciting.
I think yesterday really helped push it up because we played on that side of
On
the
the other
board
side,
that was a
yeah.
little more like, I'll get you. I still had it in my top 10 though.
Yeah,
It didn't move all that high up. Anyways, yep, that's my
Nice.
number 2.
Sounds like a
Rachel?
game I'd really like too, but I didn't play.
Yeah, that sounds
Yeah.
great.
Yeah. Number 2 is Quacks.
Yay, Quacks!
I thought that was your number 1.
Well,
That
it
gonna
was, but that has changed.
Oh.
Yeah, I went into the summer gonna be like, yeah, Quacks has been my favorite game of the year. Yeah, I like that. I like the gambling to it, but like you can have your strategy of like what you put in there and playing with Matt, and it's very fun and funny. You're like, oh, give me a big fuck off pumpkin, give me a big fuck off
Oh yeah, the big fuck off pumpkin! 6 point pumpkin. Big fuck off pumpkin. 6 point pumpkin.
Yeah, it's more. There's another game I like with like gambling like that as Can't Stop, but it's like different. But this one kind of like there's much more to it.
Yeah.
Which I love. I like your little bag with all your
You
little
get the
tiles.
bag building
and,
aspect where
like,
it can't stop. It's just dice.
I
Yes,
would like
exactly.
to affirm that Rachel really did love this game. We
Oh, it's
went
so
to the
good.
beach and I heard about this game the entire
After we played it, after that night we played.
Because I heard that one, Rachel got home at 5 a.m. that night.
Yeah.
Talked about for 45 minutes how fun this game was. So now I'm highly
It's so
Yeah,
good.
you need to play it. It's not even the first time I had played it too, because like
yeah.
I've played it a few times before. A friend of mine has it. We've played it a couple
Yeah,
times.
Jordan's got it, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
played it at boardroom with my husband, and he really liked it. And we were like, we need to buy this at Christmas, but then we didn't have enough money, so we didn't buy it.
Total party.
But I really want to have Quacks.
This is my number 2 as
So
well.
good.
Yeah.
Oh,
so,
it's Quacks.
like-
Hey.
Yeah, you jump in.
And like in March, Chris came to town, and we were gonna go to the boardroom cafe, and then it was completely full, and we're like, oh, what do we do? And then he was like, well, we're here. Let's just get a game. and so he bought Quacks.
Yeah, rather than paying the money that we were going to pay.
Yeah.
Did you know? Have you played Quacks
Yeah.
before?
It's
Oh,
And so
okay,
he,
nice.
he got Quacks and we just played it. And I
Well,
was like,
there was
this
around
is
Pat's
going to be
birthday
around
too,
for a long
Yeah.
time.
And so Pat was
This is so
debating
good.
between two. He was like, "Oh, I've been looking at these two
Yeah,
games," and I
yeah.
was like, "I think you'll like Quacks more."
Quacks are fun.
So we
Nice.
just bought it, and then we just went to Pat's house
It's
and played.
I
pretty
think it was
much-
actually Quacks and Libertalia.
Oh.
Was it those two? I was like, was debating between those two. But Quacks, you said do Quacks, and I was like, okay. And then we played it, and it was the friggin' bomb. And
Yeah,
we went to the park retreat, and we played it.
Yeah.
And then we played it this summer.
It's
I
pretty
love
much a
Quacks.
guaranteed
Oh
win.
my
like,
god,
who
y'all have
doesn't
sold
love
me
it?
on this
It's
game.
so
It's
fun.
so
That's
fun.
what I'm selling.
So,
We
like,
can, all over
Quacks,
TikTok,
Quacks,
just
does
like,
Quacks play 6? Or it can play 5?
You can play 5
At the very least.
Yeah, we
Oh,
can
no,
play it
four,
after.
four.
I love it.
Y'all have
Well,
sold
I'm
me
fine
on this
just
game.
watching it.
Fuck.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm like ready
Quacks
to
is
get in
so
here.
good.
And it plays like in less than an hour.
Is it
Yeah.
Quacks like relating to ducks?
Not at all.
No, like you're
Not
like
at all.
You're a doctor. You're a Dr. Quack.
You're making potions.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're-
okay, it's all coming back to me.
Push your luck. Yeah.
Push your
I
luck
just thought
making
like,
potions.
like ducks.
Yeah, it's so
Yeah,
fun.
I was like,
That's
what's
what
the?
I thought
It
too.
I
used
said,
to-
what's the duck part of this
It
game?
used to be called Quacks of Quedlinburg, and it has now since
Oh,
been
I don't
rebranded
know.
as Quacks.
Yeah.
Just
So I
because
don't-
it doesn't
that's much
didn't make
better.
any sense.
Yeah.
Zach, what is your number 2?
Okay, my number 2.
I saw a peek on
My
this, I
number
think.
2 is a game I played in 2024.
I thought this was going to be your number 1.
It's not, but
Yeah.
it's a game called Canvas.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I loved Canvas
Wow. Yeah.
last year.
Yeah.
I loved, again, very simple game
Yeah.
that's so easy. Basically, you have all of these different art pieces that you have to meld together to create one beautiful work.
Mm-hmm.
But the reason I loved this game is because me, Pat, and Chris just had so much fun
Yeah.
playing it
Yeah,
because
this-
it was like after, this was like probably one of the last games we played.
Yeah.
We were on like hour 6 of
This
games.
might have been after Chinatown.
Yeah,
I
like
think.
it
Oh
was.
my
Like,
God.
I was, and my brain had gone to Poo Poo Mush Loopy Central, and Poo Poo Mush Loopy Central, and I was just like, I need something easy, and this was the game. What I loved about it is that wait, is the explanation a part of the game, or is that like a thing?
No, that's a house rule. But
Okay.
I always put
Okay,
it
so
out
one
there.
is so
Yeah.
one of the things that we did with this game is that you basically had to sell and pitch your art pieces
Oh,
to
that
your
game.
fellow
Yeah.
players for them to vote on like what they liked the most to the least.
Yeah. Be-
So
Yeah, it's because if I may
Yeah,
interject,
go for it.
in Canvas, it's all about sort of just matching symbols, and so you're sliding cards in, but the art has what picture you make doesn't actually play into a factor of scoring you points. So this is a common house rule that's up there, is that you vote on everybody has 3 paintings, so you do
Yeah.
like round 1, round 2, round 3, you vote on what painting you like the best.
Yeah.
It can be the most visually
and then
creative,
it's like
and
a
you get an
kid-
extra
and-
couple points.
And
Yeah.
the different kinds of artwork you
Yeah.
get, it's like under a carousel.
Yeah.
Like you can't just grab the card you want.
Yeah,
you have
exactly.
to grab the first card from a line of cards.
Yeah, yeah.
But all this to say, I was very inspired when I was creating my art pieces because I just so happened to run into these beautiful facets of artistry that really aligned with my journey as a trans woman.
Wow.
So I decided to bring vulnerability to the work. So it was very moving.
That's
Zach
awesome.
Zach
but
brought
I'm-
that vulnerability to the work because she knew that we couldn't vote against it.
Yeah.
And she knew that she
It was so manipulative. What
Just
are you gonna
like-
say? You can't say. You can't say. No, that's a bad thing.
How are we going to vote against your journey as a trans woman when I've got like a flying elephant? Who cares?
So what I'd like to
God.
say to these comments are allegedly, and it is just like cishet white men to target the trans.
Yeah.
It's just like them.
Speak on it.
It's just like them. So it was really wonderful to be able to speak of my journey and my resilience through art. Unfortunately, as I passed through paintings where that journey did continue by virtue of the things I got, my art did depreciate. My art did depreciate in value, unfortunately.
In the
And
world's
then by
eyes.
the end of the game, I lost by 1
No,
point.
no.
And who did I lose to? Who did I lose to?
No, cis white man!
world
That
is an
being
unfair
said,
place.
all fairness aside, I did weaponize my identity in this game. I will be so honest. I will be so honest. I was
so
on
And you
the
know
last.
what? You have
I
the
was
right
on
to.
the last of 3 games. I really wanted to win. I wanted to leave that day saying that I won, and I said, I'm using this card and I'm gonna paint my discomforts out loud. And it was It worked for the first one.
Yeah, yeah.
It didn't work. But then also you had that really fucking funny one with the fish. And remember the one that had it was like you had
Underwater.
like fish falling out of the sky, and you gave this ridiculous like pitch of what this art piece was. So it ended up being just a really fun, easy game that again inspires conversation and stupidity and vulnerability towards one's identity that went unappreciated. I'm just kidding. I love these two, and it was a great game. It's my silver.
Yeah, it is, and I love. You have to play with that house rule. Like you gotta.
Oh, how do you play without explaining your art?
Otherwise,
Art
it's just
is
okay.
art.
Put these symbols together. Match
Oh, really?
You can't
Oh.
appreciate the art if it's not
Agreed,
explained.
agreed.
How would
It's
you
all
have
about
known that
creating
my
art.
trans story was in my pieces
We
if I
never
didn't
would have.
explain?
We never would
You
have.
wouldn't have known.
Almost like it was just pasted on there.
The universe just overcame me.
All right, Seb, what's your number 2?
This is gonna go against what I said about Meeple Circus, but my number 2 is Shifty and Spies.
Yay!
You had a good time.
For exactly the same reasons that Meeple Circus was so low. It's so easy. It's just so easy and so fun.
Oh, it's not easy.
It's so easy. It's so easy. You sit around the table with a bunch of your friends. You have a couple drinks. You look at them, and then that's it.
the game.
And I also would like to add, Seb was a master at this game.
Yeah, it's just very good.
Okay,
Seb was
no,
running
here's
the
what it
damn
was.
game.
Here's what it was. The first time we played, there was a whole kerfuffle that occurred. And Raisa was Raisa on the.
Yeah, Raisa was
Okay.
Probably.
Raisa, you ran the game though, bitch.
Raisa was sitting right next to me, and we had each other, and we were trying to get each other's attention, but it's kind of hard when the people
On
are
the
right
corner.
here to wink
But
at
yeah,
them.
we were like just as tight as this.
Fortunately,
almost.
there was an explosion happening at the end of the table. I think Pat might have been having a meltdown. I do not recall. But I just, by the end of it, moved my whole body towards the, like, whatever we had to get, and that was hilarious to me.
Yeah.
And it is for that reason that it's my number 2. I just think it's so fun and stupid and perfect.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome. So we've reached it, the number 1
The
games.
gold
You'll
spot.
never guess.
I think I have them. I think I have them broken down, and I actually think.
Can you
that-
guess them all first?
Well,
Or
I
say them
know
all?
what you played, so
Yeah.
I've been like going through the mental lists.
Yeah.
But
What did you think?
I
Wait,
will
do
tell
it
you as it
person by
happens.
person.
As it happens, I'll tell you as it happens.
Okay.
But my deduction, I think Rachel and Matt might have the number 1 tied.
Yep, I think we do.
Yeah.
Yep, I think Rachel and I's number 1 is Inish.
I didn't expect that to be so high for you.
Wow, you guys love
Yeah, Inish is a beautiful game.
Yep.
It's got wonderful theming. I love the idea that like you can align with people, but then like there's so many multiple different ways of winning, so that you always have to keep your kind of like, oh, I'm doing really good at exploring, but someone over here is being really good at conquering people
Yeah.
or like whatever. And then you throw in a little music, you have a couple of drinks, someone starts talking in an accent, and suddenly it's a really great
The
time.
whole table's talking in accents.
Yeah. Oh no, it was
Were you
it,
talking in pretty crew voices?
No, Scottish.
Scottish.
That's incredible. That is incredible.
I know, and I think it's a really pretty game. It's
It's an
a
Irish game.
No,
it is. It's Celtic. It's a Celtic game.
Random Celtic.
So playing it in Nova Scotia is like it's a whole other thing,
that's so
and like it's like I think this, I don't know how big this table is. Maybe Chris knows the dimensions, but like we took up the entire table
Yeah.
almost with the like layout of the map, and there was still a ton of tiles we hadn't opened, and like you always felt like I got wiped off. I love the comeback mechanics
Yep.
of like you can get wiped off the board, and in other games like Rising Sun, Risk,
Yeah.
whatever, Diplomacy, if you're off the board, you're off the board,
Yeah.
and it's very. But this game is like, oh, you get wiped off, you get 2 people wherever you want.
Yeah.
And it's like, cool, I can start off in the corner of the map and rebuild, or I can screw people over right away, or like whatever. So there was even a strategy of going really hard, blowing up, and then starting over again. Like
This
that's
is Matt's strategy
Yeah.
of finding some random titchy little rule and using it. Like no one uses that rule.
It's like-
That's not a good strategy.
but it's a strategy nonetheless.
He was so excited about it too. He was like, "Oh, you're gonna take me off the board? I'm so excited!"
Yeah, I was like, come
2
on,
hours."
take me out.
So-
Yeah, I thought it was a great game, and like for somebody, and like it's not. an overly long game. I wouldn't say it's less than Rising Sun for a game that is as equally as like lots of things
How
to
long
do.
is the game?
Definitely over 2.
It took
But
you
not
guys,
4.
Yeah.
It took you two, like
3
I don't know
hours.
how long your teach was. I didn't play with you guys, but I imagine you played an hour to start before the show.
Yeah.
You started around
we
3,
started around 3 and then
3
took 5
the
or
teach
so.
and whatever.
With the teach.
And then it took
And
us 2 hours after, I think.
And then it was at least a couple hours because I thought it was going to end at one turn, and because I was sitting down and watching, and then it didn't end, and I was like, oh, they still got another whole round. I'm going to bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, and because I showered and I came back down, so you guys finished at like I don't know. I think you would have started after the show at 10:30. I think
It was a long game, but I had a great time. Every moment
so
of that game, I
fun.
enjoyed it. I had
Yeah.
a great time.
And I always felt, and I was probably the furthest behind in the game, and I always felt in it, which for me
Yeah.
is super important when you play a long game.
In it.
In it.
Come on.
It's okay. Yeah, but it was good. That's what I got to say about it. If you have anything you want to say.
And the game finished. At first
Finished.
for that.
That's right. Where, and would you like to say anything about it? You're
Yes.
number 1?
Everybody listen. No. There's also like
We're listening.
Is this what you wanted to
Go
say?
on.
no. Okay.
So wickedly uncomfortable.
Full on bed.
Sorry. Okay. There's like multiple ways you could win and stuff, which I found was really great because you could you could start coming at it one way and then like kind of like
I moved.
change things. I like I say, I like a social aspect to it, but this was so I felt like Inish did better what I liked about Rising Sun and Cosmic Encounters.
Sure.
Fair. Nice.
So like beauty in the board game, how all these little pieces fit together. You got
Oh,
your little
yeah.
guys and everything. So yeah, like beautiful, tactile, social. You can like fight and you can like have alliances and stuff and yeah, and it's a toss up. Like yeah, you can come back from
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool.
You gotta play it like
It's
4.
so
I think
good.
4 works.
Yeah, I think 3 would be like you said. I think you were like, 3 makes
Mm.
it a little too kingmaker-y, which I think is absolutely
Yeah.
correct. Which is why I think when we played Terra Mystica and Drew was off there doing his own thing,
Yeah.
I was like, all right,
Yeah, like, okay,
I guess
you're
Drew
not-
wins.
it's not part of
Yeah,
us.
you're not fine with us. So
And that was the game that I said, well, Inish and Quacks, because you're here now, I said, so Pat, we're going to play Quacks every
Yeah.
second weekend, and Inish every other one, because those are my top two favorite games.
what does
that I
that? Does that mean that Pat's first game was
Well,
also?
Pat owns
Oh, no,
both
mine.
Quacks and Inish.
But
Yeah.
like, what was his number 1?
So he now has to play with them with me every weekend.
Yeah, we will. We will. And my number 1 was Dune Imperium
yeah.
Uprising. Yeah, it
Yeah.
was. I think it was my first last year too.
Well, last year was Chinatown.
Last year was Chinatown.
Yeah,
right.
yes,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
No, I love it. I just love it.
It's so
I
good.
love it. I love it. Love it. I just think they nailed it. They figured it out, and it's a beautiful, beautiful game, and I love playing it. I've never had a bad time playing it.
Yeah.
Even when I lose, I have a blast.
Yeah.
And it just feels so good to be like always like fighting and like every step of it's a fight. Like you're always like, oh no, you went there, but I can go here. Okay, here's another strategy I can use, and like I just love how thematically it ties into Dune, and like I just love Dune. Yeah, it's just a property that works for me. So yeah, Dune
Yeah.
Imperium Uprising.
It's just so good.
It's a beautiful game.
So good.
It's beautiful.
Nice.
Yeah, totally.
What do you guys think my favorite game this year was?
I caught a glimpse of it, so
So don't say anything.
Well, that's fine.
I don't know.
was just
What do you
gonna say-
all-
I don't know what Zach. I don't know what you
Nice.
played, my
I don't
love.
know what
trying
you
to
played.
It's been mentioned already.
Avalon.
My favorite game I played this year was Sheriff of Nottingham.
Hey!
I loved
Yeah.
that
It's good. It was fun.
game. And it was a beautiful marriage of strategy, social elements, deception, simple, comprehensive rules, drive, and speed. So all
Yeah.
the things that I've kind of shared that I love the most about
Yeah,
a game
yeah.
was in Sheriff of Nottingham. Also, the aesthetics of the game is
Yeah.
beautiful. I really liked having that silly little velour pouch to like put
Yeah.
things in and present. It was really, really fun getting to have like everybody take a turn to be the sheriff. And again, I love a deception game, so like deceiving people was pretty easy for me in that. Yeah, I didn't get it every time, but like I felt the willingness and the want to take risks in that game because it was the container to do it was so easy.
Yeah.
Anyways, the last thing that I will say, that's a game I would play again. I loved it so much. It was so simple. And I had a personal achievement in that game.
Oh, yeah.
After 3 years of wanting to achieve this goal, I finally beat Chris George in a board game. I finally beat him. Yeah, I did. I won.
And that's number one.
Well, you came in third.
No, I won.
Beat Chris George. Beat Chris George.
Mel smoked all of us in that game.
Well, Rachel
Well,
should
no,
have
I
won.
would have wanted, but I didn't
But
want
you didn't want
to
to.
give Matt his thing
But
so
you're so
much.
nice.
It was
You're so
fun.
nice.
But yeah, it was. I finally beat Chris George in a game, and that felt really good, and I really
Nice.
enjoyed that, and therefore I won.
It's-
So that's
yeah.
why it was my favorite
That's why
game
I
I
won.
played, and I would
legit.
love to play it again. Great
Yeah,
game.
it's awesome.
Yeah, that's my gold winner. Oh, hi Moose.
It,
He got excited
you
because
would
I got
think
excited.
you'd think it would be more higher up my list because I did really well in it,
Yeah.
but it still got lying in it, and that's just gonna
Well,
Oh,
I
something
like
I
else.
expected it.
So,
like,
It was
you
number
like-
8, right?
I
Yeah.
love a good lie. I love
Yeah,
a good lie.
yeah, you like lying more than I do, and that's
I
where we
sure
differ.
do. I love to lie.
yeah.
Yeah, I love
Oh, I
a
don't
lie.
love to lie, but like, you know.
In a game, and I'm not. Yeah.
All right, and then finally we go to Seb's number 1. I have this written down, and it is, I think, maybe the cumulatively highest ranked game
Really?
on almost everybody's list.
And what is
What is
it?
it, Seb?
Quacks!
Quacks! Yeah, did Quacks podium on everyone's?
Quacks?
Yeah, I did on
Podium
mine.
on mine. Podium
Yeah.
on yours.
Mine.
It was on my podium.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah, I have not made it a secret this summer that I love Quacks.
Ugh.
I played it for the first time with Pat at a
Yeah.
park retreat, and it was so fun. Previously, my friends had played it and came home and were like, Seb, you have to play this game. And so I had heard about it and knew that it was fun, and it's all the things that everyone has already said about it. You know, I'm not going to beat a dead horse. It's, you know...
You can beat it at horse. You can share your excitement. It's your number 1. You love it more than
Yeah,
these
you
clowns.
should.
That's
You
true.
did-
I don't know. I just like that it's gambling and there's strategy in the sense that you buy things and it's fun to touch with all the little things and you're playing yourself. You're like playing other people, but you're mostly playing yourself.
Yeah.
Which I like in terms of like it feels like a party game. It is a party game. It's a party game.
No.
Ish.
I wouldn't
Oh,
say
it's
it's
a
party
big
game.
game.
I would,
Strategy,
yeah,
for sure.
but I would say it's more party than like a lot of other like really in-depth games. This game has depth. So,
It's got energy to it, but that
Yeah.
doesn't necessarily
Energy, sure,
make it a
sure.
party
It
game.
feels
It's got energy. It's got good
incredibly
energy.
low stakes, despite the fact that it's like a damn gambling stakes game. I just like I never take it too seriously, and playing with Matt is always very fun.
It's so funny.
Now
Yeah.
I never want to play this game without Matt.
Why
Yeah,
we're gonna
no,
have to play it?
Adds a very special.
play it after
Why do you think
this.
you're sitting in the center?
Oh
there?
yeah, there it is.
Yeah. Nice.
Amazing.
Quacks number 1.
Quacks number one.
Quacks.
Big. So Quacks, if you wanted to send me a game, because I've
me!
no. Everyone else
Don't
has
me.
got
I don't
it.
even
You were
have it
first,
yet.
but
Who had it as their number 1 though?
Seb did. So send us both one because it was only number 1 because I was in it. So
Well, I did play it without you that one time.
Okay, that's
didn't
fair.
I?
That's fair. You did. You did.
So that wraps up our list. Thank you to all the 5 of you for spending all this time hanging out. I really like this list because I love hearing about what you liked. I love hearing about what you hated and why AMAKA and I will play Coup in a corner just by ourselves. Although, again, shocking the Dues of the Century, AMAKA made a cameo in
Yeah.
this and
They
hates
didn't like it,
hates too. They
actually.
hate it too.
They hated it.
But yeah, so thanks everybody for hanging out
Thanks
and
for
spending
having
time.
us.
Are you gonna
This is
say what
great.
you thought our number
Yeah.
ones were? Okay.
So the only number 1 what I got correct
Yeah.
was Seb.
I was not quiet about it, so that's not surprising.
I should have swapped Matt's 1 and 3 because I had Inish at 3 and I had Quacks at 1 for Matt.
Oh, wow.
I thought Quacks was going to be also Rachel's number 1.
Yeah.
I was very far away for Inish. I only put you at 8. I didn't know you liked it that much.
yeah, it was very
'Cause
good.
I didn't hear as much chatter afterwards. I didn't play the game, right? So it's
Yeah.
hard for me
Yeah,
to put it. And then Pat, I should have swapped your 1 and 5 because it was Terra Mystica was 1, and then I put
Libertalia.
5 as Dune Imperium.
Oh, Dune. Oh,
so
yeah. Right.
that
Terra
was
Mystica.
where it placed. And I really thought Canvas was going to be your number 1 because it was
Sheriff
up
of
there.
Nottingham really
Yeah.
did it for me.
Yeah.
I
So-
left that game with a smile on my
Yeah.
face. I loved it.
Do you want to know dishonorable mentions? I want to
Yes,
talk a lot
yes,
about them.
yes.
I've got quite a few. So the ones that didn't make my top 20.
Yeah.
Coup was 21.
Yeah.
So we were talking about that. Molly House, even
Yeah.
though I won, is a game about being the sneakiest gay in New York City
Yeah.
in the 18,
Gay?
15.
It's gay? I
Yeah,
love
it's a game that I think more people should know about and more people should play
love it.
because it has a lot of queer
theming is
and
great.
gay
Yeah.
history
Yeah.
wrapped in its
What?
gameplay.
What is this game called?
It's called Molly
We
House.
played it with Copeland.
Bitch.
Copeland.
I need to play.
It was good, and I won that game. So that, but still
true.
didn't make the cut.
Yeah.
Shifty Eyed Spies. I don't need to ever play that game again, even though everybody loved it. Love Letter. Rachel talked about it. A game that I was introduced to from Chris that I don't need to play again is Great Western Trail Old Paso.
Oh yeah.
Del
That
Taco.
didn't make your list.
It didn't make your list. Either.
This is my least favorite game.
You both hated it. We played it twice.
Yeah, we sure did. And
We did, and I gave it the royal chance. You know, I tried twice, and the second time I went, I never need to play this game again.
Yep.
It is inane. It is dull. It's like getting trapped inside a revolving door at a friggin' elevator. You're just going
I've
around.
done the review
Help!
yet,
Help! I
that's
can't get
like
out.
Huge feedback. I
Yeah,
loved
yeah.
it.
I didn't.
Like,
No, I don't.
can't stop buying cows. Help! I hate it. It's such a stupid game. It's so stupid.
I can't stop buying cows.
No, I know.
The only game.
I was like, okay, maybe we should play it again, and I'll see. And I was like,
The
no,
only
I
game that
actually
ranked
dislike
lower,
this. Yeah.
the only two games that ranked lower were Sushi Go Party and
Yeah.
What? You don't like Sushi Go?
It's okay. No, I like Sushi
I
Go.
love
I don't need
Sushi
Sushi Go
Go.
Party.
What? You like Sushi Go?
Yeah, it's a little quicker and it's
love
just
that
better.
game.
And I deeply dislike Codenames. So Codenames Deep
yeah.
Undercover was my absolute
But it's
bottom.
not pictures.
No, it could be any undercover, any other Codename games. They're all garbage. Thank you for your time.
No, you are.
Nice.
Yeah, well, that's so wild. I'm glad that we did this before I filmed the Great Western Trail review because I would have been like, I think we all enjoyed it.
Clearly not.
And I was trying to get New Zealand, Great Western Trail New Zealand is like my fourth favorite game of all time.
Yeah.
But I wanted to see how those systems built upon each other. But it never just got sent here, unfortunately. That is really shocking.
I don't
that
give up
that's,
too often, and like I felt a bit hopeless like quite early in that
Yeah.
game, and I was just like, I just keep buying these pink ladies. I don't think there's any use to this. I'm not going to catch up. I have no idea how to win this game. It was over for me early, and I was like,
What are your?
Actually, I did worse the second time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
When
you
I
did.
knew more about the game, I did worse.
Yeah,
So I
that's
was
true.
like, I just need to. I need
Matt
to
did
play
better.
it in its
but
grave.
Yeah.
What are
But yeah.
your-
Anyway,
What are
thanks.
your dishonorable mentions?
That was
That
my
was
one
it.
dishonorable.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah,
Okay.
just the one. Yeah, just one dishonorable mention. Rachel, you were at 20, right? So you're
Yeah.
locked in. I'm gonna do a full list of like everything I played in the summer and where it sort of ranks. I don't know what that is yet, but I'll do that as a separate video. I'm gonna stop monopolizing all of these lovely people's time because we've been chatting for a lot. So drop in the comments. Say something about the list. I don't know.
Say Zach's your favorite.
Say-
Chris is a cheater.
Say Zach your favorite. Chris is a cheater. Say
Say
clown numerous times.
Clown.
That was last video. Thank you everybody for watching. My name's Chris George. Sound off.
Zach Colangelo.
Pat Jeffrey.
Rachel Lloyd.
Matlaka.
Seb Reed.
And we don't have catchphrases, but we wish we did.
I'm cool.
Oh, there you go.
Fuck off, pumpkin.
Yeah, there you go.
That's it.
Thanks everybody,
That's
and bye.
Bye.
Okay, I know this video is 2 hours long. However, Zach did say something that we have to cut to now.
We're supposed to say our favorites at the end of the video. Supposed to say our favorites at the end. Say our favorites.
And Rachel and I were doing this bit over the summer because in our first season we would do this bit where we would around people be like, "Hey Rachel, should we tell people?" No, we can't tell people. We can't tell people. And then at the very end of the season, we made an announcement to the cast. We were all standing around after a show and we're like, "Okay, Rachel and I have something to announce to you all. We're each other's favorites." And so this year, well, we took it to the extreme and decided to record videos of ourselves. But we recorded so many videos of ourselves that it made it into a 5-minute compilation, 5 minutes and 23 seconds, which we then forced Matt and Seb to watch before we watched Amazing Race, and then we made other people watch it as well. They said it could have been cut. I don't see the room for any cuts. And so I promised Rachel I would include it at the end of the video. So here it is. There's your context.
Well, this is the beginning, Rachel.
We already did it once.
We already did it once, but you didn't see. But now we're going to film it every time we do it. Okay. my favorite. You're 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 my Shh. Don't tell.
To turn in because I was like, this is just for me. He's my friend. I love that. And I would love to get into actual felting. But right now, it's just cheaper for me to buy the 69 cents.
Don't tell it. There's two
One
in
of
the
their own
background.
people were doing their like murder investigation, and she worked the coffee, and then she didn't realize.
You're my favorite. You're my favorite. You're my favorite. Everyone else is downstairs. You're doing that. You're my favorite. You're my favorite.
I love the purple
You're my
one.
favorite. You're my favorite.
My mom does
I don't like them. I don't like them more than I like you. I like you the most. I like you the most. You're my favorite. You're my favorite. They don't know.
Okay, even though you're on vocal rest, just play it.
You're my favorite.
Do you hear that? You're my favorite.
You're my favorite.
And you're my favorite. You're my favorite.
You're my favorite.
And you're my favorite. You're my favorite. Don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone.
You're my favorite.
You're my favorite. You're my favorite. You're my favorite. You're my favorite. So you're my favorite. No, you're my favorite. Shh. Don't tell them. Don't tell them. Shh. Because you're my favorite. You're my favorite. You're my favorite.
I love you.
You're my favorite. Don't tell me. Don't tell my favorite.
Oh, you rich people are the same.
You're my favorite. You're my favorite. No. Oh, you're my favorite. You're my favorite. You're my favorite. Oh, you're still my favorite. Don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone. Because you're my favorite. You're my favorite. Don't tell anyone. Because you're my favorite. You're my favorite. Don't tell anyone. You're my favorite. You're my favorite. You're my favorite. You're my favorite. They're a little close, but we need everybody to know that you're my favorite. 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 Shh, don't tell anyone. You're my favorite. Hey Rachel, we're alone in the house. What do you want to do?
I would like to tell you a secret.
Okay, what's the secret? You're my favorite. You're my favorite. You're my favorite. We can shout it. We can shout it now. Look at these people. Look at these people. Not my favorites. Not my favorites. Oh wait, but that one's my favorite. That's you're my. No, I'm in the space. You're my favorite. You're my favorite. Shh! Don't tell anyone. This is a secret. Rachel, guess what? You're my favorite. You're my favorite. You're
Each other's favorite.
I was looking at that.
Wait, I'll look at my
Yeah.
I'm off and I head down.
Okay, yeah. Oh, does? Okay, yeah.
You know where I think at the litter. Let's post the box.
And now we can pull it up and show where we are.
It's one on Thanksgiving, and there was 5 or 6 puppies. So they named them all after different parts of Thanksgiving. And so they actually eat turkey. But there was turkey, jam.
You're my favorite. You're my favorite. Reason why we're second? Do you know why? Because you're my favorite. And actually, we should be first.
You're my favorite.
You're my favorite. Hey, Rachel. Yeah, we're here at Croquet.
I know,
And guess
right?
what? You're my favorite. Don't tell anyone.
I like that.
Don't tell anyone. So we're here at the library, and I gotta tell you, I have a confession to make. You're my favorite. You're my favorite. You're my favorite. Don't tell anybody else. They're all over there. You're my favorite. You're my favorite. Shh, don't tell anyone. Rachel, guess what? We're at the beach. You're my favorite. Don't tell them. Don't tell them. You're my favorite. You're my favorite.
Don't tell them. Don't say. You're at Balsapalooza, and guess what? You're my favorite. You're my favorite. You're my favorite. Don't tell. Don't tell anyone. You're my favorite.